Basic Dolphins trivia here for our Miami Dolphins cheerleader. Jay
What's
Bird.
Marino's first name?
Chris.
Old boss. Okay, here we go. Question number 2 for you, Jay Bird. Hard Rock Stadium was once named for a Miami Dolphins co-founder. What was his name? Yes.
Shula.
Okay.
A little DS. Little Don Shula. A little Don Shula. It doesn't feel good.
Don
but it
Shula
should.
Stadium?
Don Shula. Yeah, we're going to the Shula. We're going to the Shula Stadium. No! Can I change my answer?
If you want.
Winezinger?
Wine singer.
What's his
If I Zinga made a wine.
Go back to
Wine
the first
Zinga.
one.
Wine singer.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Good morning. Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Tuesday. Yeah. Good to see you all here today. Jaybird, how's your dog Chewy doing?
He's doing much better. Thank you for asking. He's on some medication. Good news, he's starting to get solid poops again, and he's got a lot of energy. We were playing like two kids in a puddle yesterday.
2 kids in a puddle, huh? Okay.
Not the best analogy, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. I get it. You're still playing.
He's doing better. Yes, thank you.
Good. Okay. All right. Your cheerleader uniform's holding up?
It is. I was going to ask you guys, is it okay if I wear a sweater over my cheerleading outfit? It's so cold in here. I think I'm getting sick. Am I allowed to put a sweater on, or is that against the rules?
I think you should put something underneath it. Like, I got this cute long sleeve white dry fit.
Okay.
You can put that underneath it, and then you're not covering it.
That will count?
Yeah.
All right, I love it. Okay, we're working it out.
Don't cover your cute.
I hear you. It's just so cold in here. So cold.
And Virginia, I know you made a run over to the Bahamas yesterday.
I did. So I went to go check out progress at the elementary school there in West End. A lot of progress has been made. The kids are back in school, and they're
Good.
adorable, by the way. I've got pictures I'm going to post here in a few minutes. But the part of the school where like the ceiling was caving in
Right.
and it was a disaster, that side has been fixed. The roof has been repaired.
Oh, cool. Okay.
The sheetrock has been fixed. We just have a couple little other projects to do, like a window has to be replaced. This coming weekend, one more shipping container arrives with a bunch of stuff for the kitchen where they prepare the meals for the kids. We're going to do a little overhaul in the kitchen too and fix that up nice because it's definitely needing a little love.
Okay. So kind of getting the school back in order.
School, we're going to put a fridge in their kitchen. We're going to put some new stoves in their kitchen. Then we're going to look to maybe help out the teacher bathroom areas, which really need some help.
Okay.
So
Good stuff.
We're helping the school.
Okay. Kind of putting that community back on their feet after the Hurricane Dorian kind of blew through. I'm hoping that we're done with hurricane season. I'm hoping.
How long did it take you to get out there this time?
So we had the best crossing. Our captain set a record, a personal record for himself. The seas were super flat. It was like a bathtub. We got over there in about an hour and 35 minutes.
That's so cool to me. I never knew the Bahamas was that close to us. I kind of find it very fascinating.
It really is, and it's such a peaceful ride too. Yesterday, like I said, it was flat, so when you're going, you're just like sliding along glass. It was so smooth. It was such a beautiful day. day. We got very, very lucky with our weather.
Beautiful day and beautiful woman. I saw the pictures on the internet.
Thank you.
That was a good picture of you in the water. I liked it.
Oh, thank you.
It's weird. It's weird when we give each other real compliments, isn't it?
I'm waiting for the insult. It's not landing yet.
I was being honest.
Well, this is somebody from the Bahamas over there just saying thanks to our audience that decided to help and chip in during the KVJ 48.
Yeah, so this wonderful church, they took all the plywood, all the sheetrock, all the roofing materials, and they let us put everything in their church hall. So basically, the church hall is now a holding center and a distribution point for all these building supplies
good, okay.
going out. So it's really awesome of them to do that. This is one of the elders, one of the preachers at the church.
I'm served by the catechist in the absence of the priest. So he's at Synod. So on behalf of the Father, Pender, and vestry, and the congregation of St. Mary Magdalene, we'd like to thank Tall Brothers and Little Smile on their generous donation for the community of West End, and may God continue to bless you in whatever you do. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, there you go. Got a little bonus prayer in there.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Very, very sweet people. That is just, I can't wait for you guys to get over there and just experience how lovely and sweet and thankful and just beautiful these people are. I mean, they have nothing, and they're coming up to you like they were giving us like conch shells. These guys were jumping in the water and cracking conch for us right there and giving it to us.
I love that part,
and just saying, they were just saying thank you for coming over here and not forgetting us and helping us, because sometimes so much of the effort, you know, what we see on TV is the Abacos and Marsh Harbor and all the devastation there, but West End was rocked, and they just don't get as much love as some of the areas that are getting more publicity. So the people are very, very grateful.
Okay. Well, I'll be posting up some photos and videos here in a bit.
Yes, I've got like hundreds.
Okay. All right. So we'll get some of that stuff up so you can see the progress that's being made. Thanks to all of your donations that you gave to us. The $200,000 we raised in the KVJ 48 to rebuild the Bahamas.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
We're coming up in a second. Oscar De La Hoya is being sued by a woman that claims all kinds of crazy stuff. We'll get into that coming up in just a second. Before we do that, it looks like Miley Cyrus is in a little bit of trouble for angering the LGBT community.
Okay. I guess she's throwing shade at Liam Hemsworth, who doesn't seem like a bad dude to me, but
At all, but... And the other thing, too, is the thing with her and the girl from the hills... It was Brody Jenner's ex-girlfriend slash wife. Yeah, I don't think they really were together. I thought that was a ruse to get back at Brody Jenner. I don't know. I'm maybe a little too into this story.
And maybe they both said, "Hey, we got guys we're trying to get at. Let's just act like we got a relationship."
Because Miley broke up with Liam, and then Caitlyn broke up with Brody, and I'm really annoyed that I know all this. All right,
You do? Wow.
I
You know what? The dirt's really sinking in. You act like you're not paying attention, but clearly you are.
Gosh, I'm so annoyed with my... Can you slap me?
Gladly. Steve Harvey's daughter got into a little car accident and then for some reason walked away from the scene of the accident. Witnesses told police they saw her right before the wreck texting and driving when she slammed her Mercedes G-Wagon into a Prius. G-Wagon versus Prius. Who do you think's going to win that battle?
G-Wagon should.
Not the Prius. Cops quickly showed up because, I mean, when she hit the Prius, she flipped her G-Wagon, and they found her, like, walking down the street, like, a block away. They're like, what are you doing? And they gave her a ticket for leaving the scene of an accident. But I don't think she was intoxicated. It just sounds like she was shook up, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
And finally here, Oscar De La Hoya is being sued by a woman who claims that he sexually assaulted her in a drug and alcohol-fueled hookup back in 2017. She says that he acted like a crazy person, first asking her if she was interested in experimenting, and she said no, and she said that angered him, and he got frustrated and held her down and assaulted her. She says she now has post-traumatic stress disorder, and she is suing him for damages, sexual assault, negligence, infliction of emotional distress, and a bunch of other stuff. And that is what's going on in your Dirt of the Day, brought to you by the Feast of Little Italy. It happens not this weekend, but next weekend at Abacoa. It's Italian food and music and culture and rides for the kids. So make your plans to join us next weekend at Abacoa.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay-Bird?
A few weeks ago, a parent came up to me and was talking to me about something I was talking about either on our show or on the Weird and Whatever podcast. I was talking about how sometimes I stutter, and there's moments where if my thoughts are going too quick and I just can't catch up with my thoughts, my mouth doesn't get there in time. I do have a mild stutter. It's gotten better as I've gotten older. But today is International Stuttering Awareness Day.
Okay.
And I thought it was kind of cool to see a lot of the famous people that have made it in Hollywood and have done public speaking. These are famous people that have a stutter, that they've worked on it and they kind of overcome it. But the woman that I was talking to, her kid was 14 and has to give oral presentations at school and is dreading it when they get up there. They stutter really bad and all the kids are making fun of them. And it's tough because I totally understand that and get that. Carly Simon has a stutter or had a stutter. Marilyn Monroe.
Okay.
James Earl Jones, Darth Vader. Ever hear of him? One of my biggest crushes, Emily Blunt. Oh, I love her. She has got a stutter.
Really?
And then
Okay.
basketball, I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer or not. Bill Walton.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All famous people who have a stutter. And if you're a kid that has a stutter, don't feel bad about it. You can't actually beat it. You have to concentrate and you have to kind of relax yourself a little bit. But even as an adult, I still struggle with it. And a lot of times what happens is you get so excited with your thoughts and you're trying to get your point across, it just kind of crashes there. I used to get it really bad when I was trying to talk to my crushes.
Oh, okay.
When I was younger,
Yeah.
I'd try to talk to a girl I'd like, and man, tongue-tied galore. But you can beat it, is what the message
So
is
it's
here.
maybe a training on keeping yourself calm. My dad said that he used to have a stutter when he was a kid, and he took on a paper route, and he would have to go and deliver papers and then collect the money from people. And he said just that continual training and then working on calming himself helped him to cure himself of his stutter.
It's a conscientious thing to do when you are talking to somebody. You have to really kind of mentally relax your brain and take your time with your thoughts. I still struggle with it. A lot better than I used to be, but you know, for that kid, don't sweat it. There's a way to beat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's your Braveheart
talk.
speech for the day.
All right. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
So when you go over to the Bahamas, you have to sign up for like a data plan
Okay.
to be able to use your phone
Yeah.
over there. And for me, it was kind of like, I'm going to go over there. I can't check any emails. I can't send any messages. I can't take any phone calls. I'm like, this is going to be nice. Just for the day, I'm only going to use my phone to take pictures and be in the moment
Yeah.
and really talk to these people and just absorb how wonderful all of this stuff is that we're being able to go over there and do. So I wasn't getting any of my messages or calls or anything all day. And then as soon as we got back into, a few miles of Palm Beach, all my phone started blowing up with all the messages that had waited all day to be delivered. And so I'm pulling back in and I realize, Mags is at the Post Malone concert.
Okay.
She went
Good
down
for her.
with some neighbors last night. I
Yeah.
was like, wow, okay.
You didn't know she was going?
No idea, because they put it all together after school yesterday. One of our neighbors was taking her daughter,
Okay.
and they had an extra ticket for Mags.
Cool.
So I was like, okay, that's awesome. I wonder what time she's going to get home. So I get home, and I'm like, okay, it's 9:30. I'm going to bed. I go to bed. I kept checking my phone. Like, you know how you just can't go to bed if you are worried about something?
Big time.
Every 30 minutes, I'm looking at my phone. Okay, now it's 10. Now it's 10:30.
Oh,
Now it's
no.
11. Now it's 11:30. She still wasn't home. I finally looked at like 12:30 and she was home. Thank goodness. But, oh my gosh. So if you want to call and wake her up, I'm fine with it, to ask her how the Post Malone show went.
Okay.
Wake her
'Cause you
up.
never-
I didn't get any sleep last night. You don't need to sleep in either.
Is she going to school today?
Yes.
Wake her up right now. This kid's got to learn.
Yeah.
I want a Post Malone concert review stat.
I remember when my oldest brother and sister went to a concert. I forget what it was, but it was the first time any of the Pennington kids went out into the world, and they were an hour late.
Out into the world.
And the whole time, I'm like, oh, they're definitely in a van. Oh, they definitely got kidnapped. Mom, relax. It's going to be okay.
They were an hour late.
They were an hour late without a call. And that was back before there was cell phones. So, yeah, it was pretty freaky.
Your mom was losing it.
Losing it.
I was too. I mean, I knew the family she was with. I trust them. I love them. But still, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
A Post Malone crowd probably is a little rough. A little more adult.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. What
Adult.
is-
Adults.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a bunch of kids. It's not like, a Jonas Brothers concert 10 years ago where it's all kids.
I don't know. I'm hearing that Post Malone is the soccer mom's rap.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. I think when he first started, just kind of seeing what his crowds have become, and that sometimes happens where, they kind of start and then it's like the young kids like him, all that stuff, and then they become mass appeal, and all of a sudden, like, eh. So I don't know. You're right. It does feel like Post Malone is drifting into soccer mom territory.
I'm just saying, I know a few 40 to 50-year-old women that I love Post Malone.
Yeah.
Well, that's who took her, one of the Tequesta soccer moms, who is so sweet and so amazing.
They love it because their kids are still kind of cool with it, but because he's got, even his latest song kind of sounds like a song from the 80s.
It does.
So they're like, oh, I kind of like him. Okay, I feel young and hip.
It makes you feel young and hip when you like a guy with face tats.
Yeah.
When that song comes on, Denny says he constantly gets text messages from people go, wow, I guess I'm a Post Malone fan. With that new song.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
Oh,
it
that
sounds
new
so
song is
different.
good.
It's a different sounding song.
Yeah, we'll have to throw that in here. It changes, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah.
So good.
It's doing good stuff. What I got on my mind today, I don't know if you guys ever get jacked if somebody follows you on Twitter that you're like going, ooh, looky there. But yesterday, just out of nowhere, I got a follow from, bam, Bernie Kosar. Look at that.
Is he an old football guy?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Bernie Kosar,
I don't know,
Miami Hurricanes quarterback.
With the name Bernie Kosar, he doesn't sound old.
Yeah, Bernie Kosar.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
he's a Canes legend.
I'm happy for you.
I'm very happy for me, too.
I don't think anybody cool follows me.
If Bernie Kosar walked in here, I could not pick him out of a lineup.
I don't know who that is.
Is there a way on Twitter or any of the social media platforms where you can find your best followers, the people who follow you that maybe have got the most influence? Or
I lost my jelly one time because I looked at my phone and it said, Jason Mraz is now following you. I'm like, shut the front door.
Was he?
It was some other dude.
Fake Mraz.
No, the guy's real name is Jason Mraz, but it's not
dang.
the Jason Mraz.
I don't-
There's a local South Florida Jason Mraz.
I don't even know. Kevin, do you even follow me? Do I even have the Kevin Ralston following me?
Of course he does.
yeah, I think so.
Well, we're not Facebook friends, so I don't know if we're Twitter friends.
What?
Yeah, for some reason, me and Kevin are not Facebook friends, and it kind of hurts.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
Facebook has
following
that
you.
stupid thing where if you have over 5,000
Yeah.
friends, you have to start a fan page. And now you have 2 pages, which is so ridiculous. Who cares? Facebook, let people have as many friends as they want.
It is dumb.
Instagram doesn't stifle your friends.
I think it would be great of Facebook to knock down that whole 5,000 wall
Thank
and then
you.
take away the fan, because the fan pages and the regular pages, they you have to interact differently with them.
You do, and I don't like the way the fan page is set up. I like the regular page for regular people.
Me too. I'm with you.
Don't give people limits of 5,000.
Yeah.
Don't you want people to have more interaction on your platform? Why would you limit interaction on a platform that you're profiting from?
Let's email Zuckerberg.
I mean, it's stupid, Zuck. Get it
Yeah.
together.
Zuck, you suck.
Yes.
Right.
Hashtag Zuck, you suck.
Yeah. There you go.
That'd be a great
I
chant.
never understood that, and I'm still angry.
All right. Well, Mama, get some water in you. You're running real hot this morning.
I'm sunburnt, that's why.
Okay.
I forgot to put sunscreen on my leg, so I got red leg.
Red leg, huh?
Yeah.
Coming up here in a couple minutes, got another round of Halloween trick-or-treat inspired fact or fiction. You'll be able to find out some cool little factoids about Halloween and trick or treat. What do you think about this? Is this fact or fiction? The phrase trick or treat actually comes from the old Irish word triggerite, which means all souls.
That's not fake. That's real. Kevin did not make that up.
I did not make that up.
Betting my face on it.
All right, Jaybird's got his face on the line. We'll see if he gets to keep it next.
It's time to gain some knowledge. You learn more here than you would in college. We're the smartest radio station. We are the leaders in education. Is it truth? Is it lies? Kevin's the host. He's got beady eyes. Fact or fiction?
Fact or fiction, Virginia? The phrase trick or treat came from the old Irish word triggerite, which means all souls. Fact or fiction on that, Virginia? What do you think?
It's a fact.
Jaybird has already bet his face that it is a fact.
He's trying to help me.
Same team, dog.
Are you sure we're the same team? Because sometimes you try to trick me.
I'm not trying to trick you. If I'm wrong, I'm just dumb.
True. Yep.
Well, I think some things have been established.
All right, don't be mean.
Okay, I'm going to say fact.
Gonna say fact on that.
Damn it,
We need
Bird.
your face.
Bird?
Bird.
Damn it.
Bird. That's
How?
fiction.
Kevin trickery.
Why did I trust you?
I don't know.
Yeah, it
on
sounds
me.
legit, but no. Actually, it started in 1934 when an Oregon newspaper first used trick or treat. It caught on.
Huh.
So there you go.
So it's not that long ago.
1934, no.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You think back in the 1600s they were doing trick or treat.
I think they were doing, similar things, but I don't think they called it that. It was like All Souls Eve, and they would do the trick or treat where and if I remember right, it was like weird stuff. They wouldn't get candy and things like that. They'd go around and get gourds or something, whatever it would be.
Huh.
So that was kind of like how it all began. And then I think that they were just kind of saying, yeah, it seems like you either get a trick or a treat.
So are we talking Halloween began we're circa 1700?
It started a long time ago.
Okay.
I think they were doing things similar. Yeah. Back in, I think it was a European thing that had happened there, Jaybird. But let's not take away all my thunder here. I've got a lot to go
I'm
yet.
sorry. I have questions.
I know you do.
You have knowledge.
Sit down. He's only on question number 1.
Right, I know. Question number 2. Fact or fiction, Jaybird? Houses with brown doors are more likely to give away peanut butter cups, according to a
That
survey.
is ridiculous. Complete fiction. Betting
fiction.
Virginia's face.
I have a brown door, and I gave away peanut butter cups last year. Just saying.
It's fiction.
Saying it's fiction? You're right. Virginia just fell into it. But they are 32% more likely to give away plain old chocolate bars.
Interesting.
I kind of feel like if you're not giving out chocolate for Halloween, you are really doing it. You're doing it wrong. Sorry, I said it.
Okay. What do you think about this? Fact or fiction, Virginia? The average child collects up to 3,500 calories worth of candy on Halloween.
Yeah, right.
I feel like it's more.
Way more.
Okay.
So fiction, Ralston.
Gonna go fiction on that. You are right, and for the right reasons. It's actually 7,000 calories worth of candy.
Okay.
Those kids aren't doing it right. If you're not breaking 5 figures, you're doing it wrong, kids. At least 10,000 calories.
10,000 calories.
That's the mark of a true trick-or-treater.
It's good to set goals. It's good to set goals. All right, Jaybird, what do you think about this? Fact or fiction? 1 in 10 people eat candy corn by biting into the whiter yellow end first.
That's fact.
You gonna say that is
Yeah.
fact? Yeah, it is. 43% start with the narrow end first, and 47% eat the whole thing at once.
I don't know if you guys have seen that candy corn pizza online. It's been spread around all over social media.
Yeah.
Pizza?
This big old pizza. with-
Regular like cheese pizza, and you put candy corn all over it.
Oh, it is just sacrilegious when it comes to pizza.
I wonder if it'd be good.
No, candy corn's awful.
I love candy corn.
It's delicious, isn't it?
We've already gone through 2 bags this holiday season.
I don't get people who like candy corn. I don't get it.
All right, what do you think about this? Couple questions about maybe the greatest now Halloween song of all time, Thriller. Wouldn't you say? If you had to say what is the best Halloween theme songs?
Ghostbusters is up there.
Okay. What do you prefer, Virginia? Thriller or Ghostbusters?
I like Gremlins and then Thriller.
Gremlins.
I think is a scarier movie.
She was texting,
I was
so
gonna
she
say.
wasn't listening to your question.
No, I know it's a Christmas movie.
No.
What?
He asked you, what was your favorite Halloween song?
I'm clearly,
you were
I
in
clearly
the
need to move
movie.
along faster because I'm boring everybody in here.
I'm trying to wake up Mag so she can give you a Post Malone
Doug ain't
review.
boring me. I'm in it. I'm locked
you're
into
in
the
it.
convo. I know every detail. You're talking candy. I'm in it.
Okay. All right. What do you got here? All right. Thriller or Ghostbusters? That was the question. What's the better?
Thriller.
Thriller. Okay. All right. Well, I got some questions here about Thriller, Virginia, if you can put down your phone for a second here.
It's hard, but I'll try.
Okay.
I love how you got busted. The teacher busted you not paying attention.
Big time. All right. Fact or fiction? The song Thriller was almost called Midnight Man. Fact or fiction?
That's a fact.
That is a fact. That is,
Curses.
yeah. They considered Midnight Man as a name for the album, the Thriller album. But the song was almost called Starlight.
Cause this is Starlight.
Yes.
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah. That's how it was going to go. That would have been terrible. And what do you think about this, Jaybird? Fact or fiction? The rap that Vincent Price reads in Thriller was written in a cab on the way to the studio.
Seems weird and old-timey enough just to be true.
Okay.
True.
Gonna go with the fact on that. I'm gonna say yes. Yeah, they say Rod Temperton wrote it while apparently Vincent Price was on his way to record it, and they're like going, I don't know, what do you want him to say?
I don't know. You write it, Rod.
Yeah,
That's funny.
and apparently Vincent Price nailed it in just 2 takes.
I mean, he's a pro.
Yeah, and
Or,
that,
or was a pro.
You're right. He was a pro.
There's no way he's alive, right?
He's passed away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they say the average kid brings home about 7,000 calories from trick-or-treating. Yeah,
I scoff at that. I'm actually a little annoyed with that stat.
you are, huh?
It should be more.
Well, I'm just kind of curious. What is your most impressive kid food binge? 7,000 calories. That's what the average kid is going to be getting in candy and trick or treat. Imagine if they sat down, boy, when I was Fat Kev, I had no restrictions, and I think I might have housed all my trick or treat candy like in one night several times.
I'm with you, man. It took me about a day and a half to get rid of all of it. My
Yeah.
mom would totally steal my candy, though. That was a thing she'd do.
Yeah, I hid mine.
Oh, there might be glass in the Snickers bar. Let me take it from you. Mom, it's packaged.
There's a story that is out today about a dad that was supposed to be babysitting his 3-year-old daughter. He goes outside for 10 minutes to do gardening. When he comes back in, 10 minutes later, she has housed 18 cups of yogurt. Now, I don't know if dad's telling the truth because it seems like probably mom went off for the day. Dad was supposed to be watching. He's saying, oh, it was only 10 minutes, 18 cups. I mean, you do the math. Come on. Did the girl that's 3 really house 18 cups of yogurt in 10 minutes? Or is dad just trying to maybe slim the time a little bit so he doesn't get as much trouble?
It sounds like he left her alone for at least 30 minutes.
I was going to say, I mean, come on. Could you really see a 3-year-old eating 18 cups of yogurt in 10 minutes? I'm not buying it.
I'm not buying it either because just taking the lids off the yogurt
Yep.
and that whole process, I mean, that takes 5 minutes.
Yeah. Math ain't working out on that.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I hear you. So what is your most impressive kid food binge? We've probably all done it. When I was a kid, I ate 2 boxes of popsicles, and I thought I'd hide the evidence by putting the wrappers in the front bushes.
Okay, so it's when you were a kid and when you did not an adult. You do not want adult feats of
Yes,
food.
this is about when you were a kid. Did you ever tear loose on yogurt, popsicles? Because that's what'll happen when sometimes we're left alone, or you have your kid and your kid has been left alone. They will go right for the cupboards and get their hands into some weird food.
When I was younger, I had that young kid hunger where you could just eat and eat. And at Costco, you could buy a whole box of those Hot Pockets. And I think it came with like 18 of them. And I ate every damn one of them in one day.
18?
I'm not sure exactly how many were in the big Costco box. It didn't survive 12 hours.
Yeah,
I
knocked
thought-
it all down,
I
huh?
thought that was impressive.
That's very impressive.
Somebody texted and said, when I was young, I ate an entire loaf of bread and then started eating the butter. right out of the bin before I got caught. So it sounds like they went to the bread first and they were just spooning out the butter and just straight out eating it before somebody intervened. But that's good. If you can house a whole loaf of bread.
That's impressive.
As a kid, that is pretty good. Somebody else said whole red onion I knocked down and started on my second when I was 3 years old before I got caught.
Ooh. That's rough.
That is pretty rough.
Those are spicy,
I
man.
wonder if they like red onion now. Because as a kid, I loved liverwurst. I used to eat it by the tons. And now the idea of liverwurst makes me want to throw up.
That's disgusting.
Oh, it's so gross.
Somebody else texted in and said, yeah, my 2-year-old opened a brand new jar of peanut butter, and it was a combination of eating and smearing it all over her head and body. But the whole thing was pretty much gone, a big jumbo jar of peanut butter. That's pretty impressive. And somebody said, my 3-year-old weighs about 20 pounds and ate 6 slices of pizza in one sitting.
Wow.
What was your feat, Fat Kevin? Do you remember your stats?
The popsicles.
Oh, that's the best. Okay.
Yeah, that's the best I got. Yeah.
My mom had to rush me to the pediatrician because I got into the Flintstone vitamins, and I loved the way they tasted.
They're great.
Crunchy, chalky deliciousness.
Sweet.
And the thing about it was you could only have one per day. So for me, it was like, oh, I need more. I want more. I love them. I think I got the bottle, and I ate about 16 of them.
Yeah, Denny's has this kind of the same thing with his vitamins. They taste like gummy bears, so you tend to eat 12 of them, and they give you a terrible stomachache.
Oh, yeah, no, they do. Especially if you've ever had the sugar-free ones. Oh, man, oh, man.
But they're not gummy bears, they're vitamins. I shouldn't be eating 12 of them.
No, you
do not
should
do
not.
that, by the way.
You can hurt yourself.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Somebody said, I actually in one day at lunch had 28 Jellos.
28
You're able to
Jell-O.
go keep getting them, yeah. Wow. And now I can't eat Jello at all.
I was blown away when I found out Jell-O is made from horse hoof.
It is, yeah, ground up horse hoof.
Could not believe that.
It's pretty disturbing when you think about it. You kind of have to block it out.
It's kind of like hot dogs.
It's without a doubt like hot dogs. You cannot think about how they're made.
Yeah. My 3-year-old once ate an entire container of mini marshmallows. The ones meant for hot chocolate.
That's strong.
A whole bag. I could have easily done that as Fat Kev.
Were you a marshmallow fan?
Yes. My mom would always get the minis because of the hot chocolate, but I always wanted the big fat marshmallows.
Okay.
I prefer those, the ones you do for s'mores.
Yeah.
But I'm one of those, yeah, when I was a kid, in fact, I think I do remember housing at least a bag of mini marshmallows, maybe a bag and a half in one sitting. And I was probably impressive, probably 4 or 5.
Do you guys remember this one ice cream called Gold Rush? Again, Costco sold it in bulk.
I do remember Gold Rush, yeah.
Oh, my. The
Did it
best.
have caramel in it or something?
It did. It
Yeah.
was the best ice cream of all time. You can't find them anywhere now. They were so amazing. Could house a whole box
You
of
can't
them.
find them online?
Gold Rush. We've talked about it before.
Oh.
I think they are out of business. And I don't know how. Gold Rush ice cream.
Yeah.
Comes right up.
Does it?
1986 is when they were
wow.
popular. My mom would not stop eating those. That was one of those foods where if you ate a Gold Rush ice cream bar, you were in trouble. It was kind of like the milk. There were rules with it.
Okay. One person's bragging about their kid food binge. I did 8 corn dogs and 2 Whoppers at lunch.
Wow.
Very
Yeah, I
impressive.
need to know what age that was. That'll let me know how impressive that was.
If you're a teenager, it's not as impressive.
You're right, yeah.
Teenage
'cause-
hunger, there's no
different.
stopping.
At the age of 6, I had 34 chicken wings. That's pretty good. Because normal orders are like 10.
That's real good.
Yeah, 34 at the age of 6.
That's solid.
Let me ask you this. Is this impressive or is it just child's play? At age 9, I had 3 Big Macs. Impressed or not really?
3 Big Macs, what age again?
Age 9.
It's good.
That's 6 patties.
It's good. After the age of about 7, you're like, okay, maybe growth spurt kind of stuff. You're feeding a different kind of hunger. 7 and under is what impresses me.
All
most.
right, 9, 3 Big Macs. Not that impressive.
Kevin's not that impressed.
No, I mean,
He
I was
wants
a
you
fat
to
kid.
Go back and get some real numbers and then come back.
Dude, 3
Yeah.
Big Macs
That's
is
good.
that's a
I mean,
lot
it's
of
good.
burger for a
That
kid.
is a lot of burger
But
for
you're
a kid.
talking to Fat Kevin.
Yeah.
Could Fat Kevin handle 3 Big Macs in one sitting?
He scoffs.
Come on, man. Come on.
Don't insult Fat Kevin.
You do realize you have to consume a lot of calories to get as fat as I was.
Okay.
Like I wasn't just breathing air. I was putting in the work. I mean, come on. Yeah, I could house some food. They went on and did a survey, too, to say, okay, if you could eat like a kid, it's kind of like the Kevin McAllister Home Alone thing where no parental supervision and you got free reign of whatever's in the cabinets. What would you have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even throw in a dessert? What would be the course of your day food-wise?
If you had
no consequences, you could eat like a kid, the calories, the weight, whatever, it's not going to be an issue.
Breakfast, without a doubt. I mean, the biggest stack of pancakes and waffles with a hash brown casserole with all the fixings.
Yes.
Well, I would do waffles, but they would have this honey butter drizzle, melted honey butter all over them. Oh, with a fried egg on top.
I'm going to have some cereal options. I'm going to have about 9 to 10 cereal options for you.
Mine's a pancake. I'm going to mix the chocolate in somewhere with the syrup, and I'm going to have peanut butter Captain Crunch in there. It's going to be a part of mine.
I clearly want the IHOP pancake with the smiley face and the chocolate chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have won that because the survey said the breakfast foods with the most votes, yogurt, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, and ice cream.
Get out of here with yogurt. Yogurt?
Yogurt?
Get out of here with
That's
that
terrible.
crap.
That's what you would choose is...
No.
Picks yogurt?
No one's picking
Terrible.
yogurt. Terrible list.
I agree. Okay.
Just because of that.
Okay, lunch. It's a little better. Their choices were pizza, fried chicken, and burgers. What would yours be? Lunch. You eat like a kid, and there's no consequences to your decisions.
When me and my family went to that pizza buffet up in Jupiter, I was like a pig in poop. Endless pizza, where it just doesn't end.
Yeah.
Bottomless, my gosh. A pizza buffet, good pizza with good salad, good garlic knots, good spaghetti. It had all of that. That's my pick.
I think I'd go pizza, too. Because you can eat whatever you want, and then you're not having to try to go right to bed with a tummy ache.
So my diet technically starts tomorrow. I'm getting the treadmill tomorrow. Mama, do you want breakfast? It is on the bird. Whatever you
No,
need.
I'm good.
Oh, man, yeah. Waffles, pancakes.
Hash brown casserole. I'll get you whatever
Good
you
sugary
want.
cereal.
I'll get you egg sandwich. I know you love the egg sandwiches.
You're a pusher.
Yeah, he is.
One more day of this. Let's go down together. Oh, man, Kevin. Fat Kevin?
Huh?
Little waffles?
No way, man.
He's on his new diet.
I'm on my new diet, day 2.
You're not going to break him.
No. Dude is laser focused.
I'm so easily broken.
Yeah.
You walked in here broke.
I was supposed to start my diet yesterday.
We knew you weren't going to do it.
Nah, we had macaroni and cheese grilled cheese. We had a macaroni and grilled cheese party last night.
Even when your treadmill gets here, you're going to be like, I can't start a diet on the day the treadmill gets here. I had to unpack the whole box and everything. And
True.
now I'm hungry. I worked up
True.
a sweat.
I'm not getting a treadmill with a box. They're setting it up. You think I'm going to set up a treadmill? Hell no. You out of your mind.
So for dinner, the number one choices were pizza, fried chicken, and spaghetti with meatballs. Is what they chose.
Where's mac and cheese and grilled cheese?
Side.
Yeah.
You guys side for the
Okay.
mac and cheese.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the desserts were apple pie, milkshakes, and chocolate chip cookies.
Question, can you go back in time and bring back an old Gold Rush type of snack?
Why not? Go for it.
Choco taco?
Choco Taco. I just had one not that long ago. It's the star of that is the shell. It's so chewy.
Have you ever had one of those Magnum ice cream bars? You feel weird eating it because it's also a name of a condom, but they're really delicious.
We got to get food today. Seriously, what are we doing? On our deathbed? Are you really going to be like, oh, that one time back in 2019?
I literally have an appointment today at a new advertiser that's a clothing store. I can't show up fat.
You know you can't gain weight. You can't gain 7 pounds in a meal.
I feel like you can. I
Yeah.
feel like I definitely can.
I remember you did, Jaybird. You put on 10 pounds in 1 hour one time.
That was different.
That was different.
I mean, I was chasing greatness.
Your nonsensical fat
And diabetes.
lies.
Okay. Yeah, for me, I would go with the breakfast options of like pancakes and stuff, and I would probably do pizza.
Me too.
Lunch and dinner, why not? And then ice cream in there somewhere with some cake.
Pizza girls make a breakfast pizza, and I love it.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of cutting edge things with pizza these days. There's peanut butter and jelly pizza, Fat
All day
Kevin.
long, man.
What?
Oh, imagine bringing that out. The dough's oh so warm. The peanut butter is smothering the dough.
Yeah.
We got to eat today. All right, Suits.
You got to stop talking.
Breakfast time. Well, big night tonight. Game 1 of the World Series between the Astros and Nationals begins in Houston on Fox at 8 o'clock. And like I'd said last week, Virginia, for the first time in more than 75 years, two teams from the same spring training stadium are playing each other in the World Series.
And it's our spring training stadium.
That's right. Right in West Palm Beach. They play in the same park, and it's only one of 7 complexes that houses 2 major league teams. There's 5 in Arizona, the others in Jupiter, where the Marlins and Cardinals play, but they could never play in the World Series because they're both National League teams.
You have a dog in this fight?
No, I don't.
I'm going for the Nationals just because they never have won a World Series. It'd be nice
that
to
is
see
kind of
that.
cool. Yeah, I do kind of lean on that. I think I'm exactly neutral on that because I was trying to think. We've got Nationals and Astros in our closets. You know, we go over there and we buy and support both teams. So, yeah, I'm with you. I kind of feel like I like to see the Nationals do it for that reason. Now, the Astros and Nationals, they faced off 6 times during spring training with the Astros winning 5, but it doesn't really matter because none of the big players are really playing in that. So.
Means nothing.
No,
I know,
really
yeah.
doesn't.
They let the guys rest that are good.
You're right. That's good.
Yeah. They did not meet during the regular season, so it's going to be an interesting matchup. With the whole thing going down. Some interesting little side stories are happening here. Maybe it'll help shape who you're going to be rooting for in the World Series. Astros pitcher Lance McCullers Jr. is giving World Series tickets to some fans who were taunted by Yankees fans at Game 5 in New York. Wait, Yankees fans would taunt the opposing fans?
I've never heard of that.
Never.
It's crazy. Did you see the one guy that was at the urinal in the Astros jersey and the Yankees fans were...
No, what happened?
What happened? Terrible. This guy's just trying to take a leak, and it's like, leave me alone, man.
What were they doing?
I'm just taunting him and just all this kind of stuff in his face. It's like, what are you gonna do?
It's like, dude, our team won.
Yeah, ultimately, yeah. One guy actually tried to fight him, and others threw food and a beer at him. So.
Now, was the Astro fans getting all lippy? Was he? Did he?
No, they're just being Astros fans.
Okay, mind their own business.
Just pretty much the usual.
That
Yeah.
sucks. When somebody's being peaceful and just trying to take a pee, and now everybody is harassing you just because you're a fan of the opposing team.
It's tough. It's one of the reasons why I never poo in public, because you are. Unfortunately, you're defenseless when you're in the act of relieving your bladder.
I mean, I've seen grown adults fight in the ale house over a team because they get into a little fight, spat about stats.
There's a little heat that's going down, too. The general manager of the Houston Astros reportedly taunted some female reporters by repeatedly shouting, "Thank God we got Osuna." Now, you may not get that, but he was referring to their pitcher, Roberto Osuna, who was suspended for 75 games last season for domestic violence. That's why taunting female reporters by saying, "Thank God we got Osuna," is not being received very well. Yes. So there you go. Hey, but Lance McCullers is giving out tickets.
Hey.
So there you go. Tonight, you got it. World Series with 2 spring training teams from Palm Beach County, 8 o'clock on Fox. Got some celebrities having a birthday today. Happy birthday. Shout out goes to Shaggy. He's turning 51. And also, Jeff Goldblum is 67 today.
Jeff Goldblum,
Yeah.
Very neurotic, yes.
Also, happy birthday to Mason turning 9 from Mommy Daddy Hunter Barrett and Saki. Also, Kylie's turning 11. That's from Mom and Daddy Isabella and Zeus. And gotta say, what up, Jeremy? You make 40 look good.
Aww.
Love your best hag ever, Ray Ann. There they are. I'm trying to figure out, was that the Wild Pants party or what was that going on there?
That is not the
What was
Wild
that?
Pants
Are we all
party.
wearing suits for suits?
Denny's has got a suit on.
Yeah, Suits is there.
I've got a tie on, so I'm kind of wearing a suit.
Okay.
I think that's
Suits' 21st birthday.
okay. Dirty Martini.
Dirty Martini. What are
Yeah.
you wearing, Kevin? That's an awesome outfit.
Yeah, that was an outfit I'd had from Wild Pants Party, so I just decided to go with that.
Wow, you look jazzy.
You should dress a little more jazzy. I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
It's almost like I got into your closet.
I know.
It does look pretty good. All right, coming up here in just a couple of minutes on the KVJ show, got mystery box we're going to be pulling out.
Ooh.
Got some tickets for you to choose from. If you're down south, you might want to grab our Cirque du Soleil tickets. Alegria is going to be coming to the Big Top next to Hard Rock Stadium. And if you're listening in the north, you might want Stewart Air Show tickets. The Audi Stewart Air Show at Witham Field, November 1st to the 3rd is going to be coming up. So I'll let you take your pick depending upon where you're listening and playing from here. What we got to figure out here in just a second is we got to draw to see who's going to be sticking their hand in the mystery box today to describe what the item is we're going to be putting in there. And you do have an added advantage if you go to KVJ TV. Okay, all right. If we can, Daddy's going ahead. You can reveal the mystery box. We'll open up the trap door there right in front of the KVJ TV camera. Like I said, if you're watching on KVJ TV, you...
Oh. It's a beautiful mystery box.
Dude, I already smell something, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I think I smell something.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I definitely smell something. The box smells.
Ooh, wow.
It's not a good sign.
No.
Some smell there. Okay. Oof. All right. Like I said, it is a creepy item here. It is something that...
What is that? Is it moving?
I don't know. Try again.
Okay.
You're supposed to be blindfolded.
Give me the blindfold, Denny's.
Is he? I know, because we got a trap on the door. You can't see in there.
Why am I blindfolded?
I know, but he's taking his hand out and looking at his hand.
Boy, a lot of complaining for somebody who
it's a new
doesn't
wrinkle. I don't
really.
remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I was blindfolded last week. I'm just saying.
Too bad we couldn't get a muzzle last week or this week.
Now we can't find the hole in the box.
I can't tell. What the heck? Is it moving?
Is it moving?
I can't tell. Okay, it's very slimy.
Okay.
Like a slime. It's cold, it's slimy, but it's the kind of slime that I feel like is secreted from an animal.
Okay.
Okay. I'll start letting you know when you're getting some things that are right here to make it easier for people guessing what is in the mystery box.
It is hard.
Is it poo?
No,
Animal was right. It's got animal to it. He's right. It is very slimy.
Oh,
He's
did I touch
holding
it?
it?
I think I touched an eyeball.
Okay.
Is that an eyeball, Danny?
How heavy would you say that item was? Because you picked it all the way up.
Okay, that is the size of a double meatball sub.
Okay, yeah, probably a 6-inch sub. Would you say?
6-inch sub. 6-inch sub with double, maybe even triple meatballs, man.
Okay, it's animal. Yes, it's slimy.
What is that? Is that the butt? Am I touching the butt, Kevin?
That is an end. That is an end of that item that you had. That animal item. That slimy animal item.
It's slimy.
Yes.
It's freezing. It's secreting.
Yeah.
It smells.
At one point, it was not that cold. Obviously, it's been refrigerated.
It smells like the combination of poop coffee.
Poop and coffee.
Coffee and poop.
Interesting. Okay, let's.
That might be the box, though.
Our box is
Yeah,
dirty.
probably
You know
need,
what? The box
probably need to
is
Lysol
actually,
that thing.
It's the I'm getting tricked. It's the cloth of the box that smells like poop coffee.
Okay, it's animal. It's about 6 inches long. It is slimy. That does make sense.
Are there two pieces?
No, there's just one piece in there in the mystery box. Just to let you know.
What is that?
Yes.
It's
what is that?
It's so hard, and I hear Denny's groaning.
Should you lick it?
Now that is a really good clue
Should
that
I
you've
lick-
given Virginia.
Should I lick it?
Really?
Yes, it is. That is a very good clue. I will say that.
Should I lick it?
Will
I die
what,
if I-
your hand? No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't die. No. Be okay. All right. So yeah. So those are some of the best clues that we have.
Lick it like you just ate Cheetos. Just lick your finger.
All right.
Lick it.
Denny's. All right.
Ew.
Ugh.
Ew.
Oh, it helps me nothing.
That doesn't.
Didn't do anything.
Helps me greatly.
About 6 inches long, animal, and licking. Those are some great clues here as we start taking some guesses. What is in the mystery box here today? We got Lewis from Wellington. Lewis, what do you think is in the mystery box?
Is it a snail?
Did you say snails?
Yes.
No, man, there's no way this is a snail unless it's a Guinness Book of World Records snail.
Yeah.
And the meat, I want to reiterate, oh, so cold. Very cold meat.
Okay.
Like it's been refrigerated.
That is not snails. I will let you know that some of our Spanish listeners in Miami are starting to guess the correct answer.
I feel like there's a fin. There's either a fin or a hanging. Like what is this, Kevin? Ugh, what is that? What is that?
That is just kind of part of the whole instrumentation.
It's mushy. It's got a thing attached to it that's long and mushy.
Don't be afraid to lick it again.
Okay, Joe's on here from Deerfield Beach. What could be in the mystery box with all the clues that we've given you and Jaybird feeling it up here? Joe from Deerfield, what do you think it might be?
A frog?
Nah, this ain't
A
a
frog.
If it's a frog, I'll be so mad.
Oh, like a big old bufo toad.
Licking frog juice.
No, not a frog.
I mean, my hand is covered in slime. Covered in it.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely slimy. Okay.
Is it making you sick?
It smells like... the only way I can describe it smells like burnt, farty coffee.
Burnt farty coffee. An interesting thing on the smell there. Okay. We're getting a lot of texts, people that are starting to guess what is in the mystery box here with the clues. About 6 inches long, animal, and Virginia was talking about licking.
All right. Do you want
was
me to lick
very
it
key.
again?
No,
It's real slimy.
Lick it.
That was the clue
Lick
that
it, Bird.
Virginia had given.
Lick it.
Okay, let's see.
All right, I'll lick it for...
is on here from Boyne. Anna, what do you think we have in the mystery box?
I think it's a cow tongue.
You think it's a cow tongue. Anna, you are correct.
Yay!
It is cow tongue.
You licked it.
Very nice, yes. That was the big clue with licking. Animal and about 6 inches long. That is cow tongue.
Oh,
Look at Chamber's face.
Oh, my gosh.
oh
Yeah,
my
check that out, baby.
word.
That's cow tongue.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so gross.
That's,
My Hispanic family, they love cow tongue. Eat it frequently.
my mom used to feed it to us, and we found out when we were in our 20s that we ate it a lot as kids. She would put it in menudo.
Lengua de vaca.
Can someone do me a huge favor and move this box away?
Where did Bird go off to?
He's
He looked like he
disgusted.
was really weirded out by that.
He's gonna go wash his hands.
It's weird when you realize you just licked a tongue
Yeah. Oh, that's tough.
of a dead cow.
Yeah. Well, Jaybird has been going through a lot of stuff. I know. In fact, yesterday he had an interesting, I guess discussion is the best way to put it, with an old lady who came up to him in a store. And the question that she asked him, I thought was pretty awesome. Now, keep in mind, Jaybird is wearing his Miami Dolphins cheerleader uniform still because he's going to wear it until the Dolphins finally win. And it looks like their next best chance of winning is going to be December 22nd against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, don't say that.
I'm just telling you right now, they're not going to even be thought of as a favorite or have a chance in a game until then.
You don't think they got a shot against the Steelers?
I think there is a 91% chance the Steelers are going to win. I think that's what the odds are on that one. I have to check and see what they're saying on that.
91%. That's a big number.
Well, people reminding me that, yes, the Dolphins do play the Jets twice. Jets have one win, and they got blasted last night against the Patriots. I think it was 33-zip. So they're not much better. So the Miami Dolphins, realistically might have 3 good chances for a win this season. Twice against the Jets, once against the winless Bengals still is going to be coming up. The other games, for the most part, they won't be favored. But, hey, I thought they did a really good job against the Bills. I mean, they were in that game pretty much until they got that onside kick and ran all the way back and won 31-21. But it was close. I think it was a 4-1 Bills team coming in.
Yeah, Bills are now 5-1.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's strong.
Mm-hmm. So we're trying to give Jaybird a little bit of hope here because he took on the bold proclamation that he was going to wear this Miami Dolphins cheerleader uniform until they won again. But that was before they were going into a game against the winless Redskins. It looked like the Dolphins were going to win. Jaybird is going to wear that for all of 2 days and then be out of it, and yay, it's
A fun,
over.
cute little bit.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Right. And now we're into like 2 weeks and it's not as fun or cute.
Well, now it's getting real because even my friends are going, I don't think we're going to win a game this year, man. The ones that were saying,
Thanks to the optimism.
man, Dolphins, we're going to win a few. I think that they have given up, and now all this optimism is gone.
Gosh.
And there's a legit chance that they really won't win a game. Although I feel in my heart, the professional teams, any given Sunday, anything can happen.
Sure.
The Dolphins could win a game. They
Hold
could.
on to that.
I will.
Because really, any team can beat any team. You're going to have a bad day. Look what happened to the Saints. Drew Brees broke his thumb, and then that whole game went to poo.
Yeah, but they've done pretty well since Virginia.
They
so that's a really
have,
bad
because
analogy.
they brought Bridgewater around, but during that game, when Drew broke his finger, we lost that game.
Look, there's only one person allowed to talk about sports with credibility. That's the Kevin Ralston. You've never had a sports show.
Virginia might have just got herself one now. They hand them out here like candy.
I don't want one.
Yeah, you're going to have a meeting with management later. Vic, we were just talking about the Saints. Any chance you want to do a sports show?
It's a punishment if you get a show around these parts.
Yes, you got to do worse.
Like, what? I have a sports show? No!
Honestly, I think Denny's is the only one on this show that deserves one.
Now that I would tune into.
That would be unbelievable. Yeah.
Denny's sports show would be awesome.
Yeah, and just take the angry New York callers.
Yes. That's a great show.
So Jaybird is wearing this even out in public. He's got a Miami Dolphins cheerleader uniform on here. He's got a salt and pepper beard. So, it's kind of interesting, the contrasting parts of the all-tan man with the, cheerleader's uniform.
Yeah,
It's a skirt uniform.
The weird thing is a lot of people just come up to me in public and just start talking to me. So I'm not programmed. Oh yeah, Dolphins. They're just.
Dolphins.
Or even yesterday, I'm walking to Denny's house and I have my headphones on. I got my cheerleading outfit, and this kid walking from the high school, he's like yelling at me. I'm like, what is this about? So I take off my headphones. He rips off his sweater, goes, "Yeah, Patriots, bitch, Patriots." I'm like, all right. He called me the B word. I'm just walking to Denny's house.
Well, you are wearing a cheerleading outfit. You do look like a female.
But I mean, just the fact that he rips off his sweater, he's like in my face. Yeah, Patriots. Like, dude, I don't want the fight.
We get it.
I don't want the fight.
We get it. So he's been getting some interesting reactions out in public. In fact, you can see a video. He took the camera out. If you go to the KVJ Show YouTube channel, just how people are responding to Jaybird and the looks he's getting as he's walking around in life with his Miami Dolphins cheerleader uniform going on. And so yesterday, you're just out the store, and there was this little old lady.
She's definitely was older.
Okay, and she comes up to you, and she's got a question because she's observing what's going on here. Obviously not a KVJ listener, not knowing what's really going on, and she's just trying to understand society, too.
Yeah, because, I mean, I was in full cheerleader. I had my little headband on. My hair's all crazy. So I'm getting ready to go in line, and she's behind me, and she looks at me, and she goes, "Hey, I have a question. Are you transitioning?" And I didn't know what she meant at first. It took me a couple of... I go, "I'm sorry, what do you mean?" She goes... "Are you transitioning into a female?" I go, "Oh, no.
Aww.
I go, no,
Old
no.
people trying to understand.
She was.
That's pretty awesome.
Trans is awesome.
She wasn't being a jerk. She was.
Right.
She's being very sweet. She just wanted to know what was going on.
Yeah.
And then I told her, "Oh no, I work with a radio station. I'm doing this crazy little stunt."
I'm
Bob.
all man, lady.
Yeah, but it was just so funny. She said, "Oh, okay." She was more confused by me doing the stunt. She's like, "What do you mean?" I thought it was kind of funny, though.
That is kind of funny, just seeing all the interactions that Jaybird is getting in this, and who knows how much longer it's going to go on.
I got to get a haircut. I think I actually have to buzz my haircut. When I dyed my hair as Hulk Hogan, I thought it was going to grow out. My hair is so fried right now. It's 3 different colors. Oh, I got to buzz it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got
well, at least that way you wouldn't have to go to a barber shop.
I mean, we can buzz it for you in here.
Good point. Yeah. Do you have clippers?
I don't, but I'll go get some.
All right.
Where's the ones that Kevin uses on his balls? I'll get those.
I'd use them in a second. Wouldn't even bother me.
Yeah.
We know.
He's good.
We're family. We're family.
Coming up here in a couple of minutes, time for another round of Better or Worse, where somebody on the KVJ Show has to be honest about how they would size himself up against another member of the KVJ Show.
Was that a week ago?
Yeah, it was.
Man, life. Real fast.
Denny's got me, and he had to talk about who he thought had more talent, better looks.
It was
those kind of
uncomfortable.
things. Yes, it's
it
great.
was super uncomfortable.
It's good, awkward stuff. I love it. So we're going to draw to find out who's going to go again today. The first name that we draw is going to be the person who's going to be sizing themselves up against another show member. The second name we draw is going to be the person that they size themselves up against. Go on ahead, Dennis. You can pull those out since it was you last week. Okay, he's got a couple names here. Let's see who we've got. Okay, we got Virginia.
The Witch.
Hey, who am I sizing myself up against?
It's a good question here. Denny's going to draw that name out.
Jason.
Oh, my gosh.
This will be easy.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
I don't care what the witch thinks. I
I got a lot of thoughts.
Okay, a game of honesty. We got the questions for you coming up next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, this should be interesting. Better or worse? This is the game of self-perception where you reveal how you rate yourself against other members of the KVJ show. Last week, Denny's had to do this with me, and today we'll do this with Virginia and Jaybird.
So she gets to be judgy towards me. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, she needs to be honest. And, because I think we all do this. We size ourselves up against other people that we work with, live with, and somewhere in your mind, you have this already figured out where you think, okay, I'm smarter than they are. I'm funnier than they are. I'm better looking than they are. I have more money than they do. I'm more sensible than they are.
Sensible, definitely. Sensible, yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, I can already tell. Somebody put a nickel in her. She's ready to just keep on going.
This couldn't have worked out better as far as the drawing. Thank you, Denny's.
Yes.
I get to lick cow tongue, and then I get to hear it from the witch. Great Tuesday.
Fun stuff, huh? Okay, 5 questions Virginia is going to be answering here. So we'll get to see how she does in her own mind size herself up against Jaybird.
And I just sit here and take it without any kind of I can't say anything back. Is that how this works?
I mean, you can totally comment. You can say what you'd be like going, you're out of your mind.
Okay.
If you think that. Now, this has often come up here on the show. Everybody calls me the dumb one. That's been said. And like going, I think you're the dumb one. No, you're the dumb one. So in Virginia's mind.
This is ridiculous. Because I already know her answer, and she's so wrong.
Is your general intelligence more or less than Jaybird?
It's absolutely more.
Okay.
And let me tell you why, sir.
Okay.
I just feel like I navigate life better. I think I can get it done. A lot of times he struggles. And I think a lot of that has to do with general intelligence.
Okay. So you see yourself as being just overall smarter than Jaybird.
Definitely, and I'll take an IQ test. You just name the time and place.
So I feel like we're in a rap battle, and I got to come back with something.
I mean, you can give your thoughts. Do you agree with Virginia's perception at all?
I disagree, especially for her reasoning, because all the things that I struggle with are things that I'm just not interested in. If I wanted to be interested in it, I would totally nail it and be ready to attack it. But the thing she's talking about is adulting, and I get it. She's way better at adulting, but she wants to be better at adulting. I don't like it, so I don't really do it well. Okay. If I wanted to, I could. Now we're talking about just street smarts. Kevin.
Saying you.
We worry that you might walk out and get hit by a bus. Really? Are you serious?
And we're worried that you're the one driving the bus. You're pissing off Siri.
Turn off your phone.
Turn off your voice. Kevin, turn off her microphone. I hate this bit.
Oh, this is great. Love it.
Hey, I could go further, but I'm gonna punt. I'll let the witch have this one.
Okay. All right, we'll put that on a Twitter poll as well.
Ex-Marine in the chat room, he agrees with you. He thinks you're 100% right. You're way smarter than me.
Thank you, ex-Marine, obviously.
Okay.
Smart guy.
He's not that smart. I've seen some of his comments.
Okay, that's question number 1. Question number 2 here. Virginia, are you more or less reactionary and unbalanced than Jaybird? I mean that you would just explode or just, wow, just, oh my gosh, wait, what? And, instead of, being calm and processing things. Who do you think is more reactionary?
I think on any given day, it could go either way. I think he's been known to blow a gasket. I've also been known to blow a gasket. There was a point in his life when he was meditating a lot more. I know he's not doing it as much anymore, but back when he was much more peaceful and tolerable. I think on any given day it could be either one of us, but I'd say overall.
Yes, that's what we're looking for. Overall.
Overall, he's probably less likely to blow a gasket than me.
She had to make sure she ramped up with 30 seconds of insults really quick.
That's my band name, 30 Seconds of Insults.
To go ahead
30 seconds.
You think 30 Seconds to Mars is going to be pissed?
She had to insult me first to go ahead and say that she's the one that's more reactionary. It's insane.
Okay, third question here, better or worse. Virginia is letting us know how she sizes herself up against Jaybird.
Hashtag spittin' truth.
Okay, spitting truth. Virginia, do you have a better or a worse sense of humor than Jaybird does?
Ooh, this is a good one. Because he's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah, he is. He is a funny dude. That's why I think this is a fair question. Maybe arguably the two funniest people on the show.
Way funnier than you.
Oh, yeah, no
You're
doubt.
way funnier than Kevin. I think we can agree on that.
Oh, there's no, and I agree with you on that.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just totally kidding.
What do you think here?
This is a good one.
Okay.
I think
what would you say?
I think I give it to the bird.
Okay.
I give a slight edge to the bird.
Okay.
He definitely beats me in likability.
Oh, okay.
But I think that factors into
That's
funny.
kind of a bonus question then.
If-
So you think that Jaybird is more likable than you are?
And I think that makes you funnier because people, it's more endearing. His funny is more endearing. Mine is more cold and cutting.
So cold. So cutting.
It's less endearing. I get it.
Okay. All right. Virginia, what do you think about this here? Sizing yourself up against Jaybird. Do you think you have a better or a worse chance of going to heaven?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I love that question.
What do you think
Yeah.
about that?
Who's got a better chance of getting to the pearly gates?
Yeah.
For the record, I think we're both going. But if one of us has
Yeah,
to be
there's-
left off the list,
Yeah, you're both
St.
standing
Peter's
there.
got one more spot.
You're both actually, you wind up in front of St. Peter together, and he's like, I got good news, bad news. One of you's getting into heaven. The bad news is one of you is not.
I mean,
In your mind immediately, do you feel optimistic, Virginia? Or are you like going, oh no, he's getting in, not me?
It's not looking good for me.
it's not. It's really not looking good for you.
I'm just meaner. I'm just more salty. I think he is generally sweeter,
Okay.
although he will blow up, but he's generally overall
Okay,
sweeter.
with the whole blow up, because I got mad at Kevin at Brother Jimmy's and I got mad at you at Brother Jimmy's. That's why I kept on saying blowing up. Maybe there's a couple things you're doing to make me blow up. How about that?
Those are not the only examples. Sit down. It's my turn.
You're right. 11 minutes of you talking straight's not enough.
30 seconds of insults.
Keep going.
30 seconds of insults. Okay, you only have one more question left here, Virginia. Better or worse here? Virginia's sizing herself up against Jaybird here today. Are you more or less honest than Jaybird? More or less honest than Jaybird. What do you think?
I don't really think I lie. I
Just-
probably should.
Just pink eye's the only thing you lie at, really.
Uh-huh, okay.
That's still been unproven.
I mean, the documentary's out. The people have seen it. JMZ completely exposed the pink lie trials. That alone right there disqualifies you. The pink lies right there.
He does bring a good case, Your Honor.
Okay.
I mean, she sort of has admitted that she lied about pink eye, and it's so annoying.
So if that were the case, that would be really standing against you. So does this sound like you're kind of admitting that it was pink lies and that you're not as honest as Jaybird, Virginia?
That's a very valid discussion point, Kevin.
Wow.
I think that
What a revelation we're getting here today, Jaybird.
You lose this one. You can't defend it.
the Tamagotchi thing, you were a big liar back then.
That's not been proven.
Oh,
The
that was
Tamagotchi-
absolutely
you have
proven.
You have to remind the people with the Tamagotchi because they don't know what that is.
Well, you stole the Tamagotchi and you pinned it on Kevin, and then everybody believed that Kevin was actually the one that stole it when it was you, and you admitted it.
Well, okay, first of all, you need to preface these things. It was a radio bit. You make it sound like I broke into a school and stole a Tamagotchi and then pinned it on Kevin.
We don't know that you did.
It was a bit we were doing, and it
Okay.
was for the sake of the bit.
Okay. So ultimately, you would say, Virginia, that you don't think you're as honest as Jaybird? That
He's probably more honest than me, but only by a sliver. I mean, he's not that much of a saint.
Okay, close, but he
Let's
wins.
just get that one
Okay.
clear.
That wasn't the question.
All right. Okay. Interesting stuff. Okay, there you go. That's your 5 questions an in-depth look at how Virginia sizes herself up against Jaybird.
So when do I get to go in on the witch? I want my piece.
Oh, it's going to happen. Don't worry. We're doing
I'm
this
hungry.
once a week until we pretty much get everybody taking shots at everybody.
I'm real hungry, and I'm in the mood for witch.
All right. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, Jaybird has already been handling cow tongue today, so we got a nice little animal theme that's already been established.
He licked it even.
Yeah, he did.
I licked my hands. I didn't know
You
what
had
it,
the juice.
I didn't know what it was.
Oh, you okay? What's the matter over there, baby?
Oh,
You
baby.
dry? Somebody lube him up.
What do you need, Kev?
Got a little boop, 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 boop. Something was like playing a little tonsil hockey. In
You
there.
can barely notice.
I've been having that for like a month and a half. Seriously, I cannot get.
No, I just choked myself up.
I feel like I ate glass.
Not sick, I'm all good.
It sounds like it, too.
All right, Cirque du Soleil or Stewart Air Show. Depending upon where you live, might decide what tickets you want. We got a round of Denny's or Animal coming up here. Always got some interesting animal stuff that's going on around here. In fact, you might want to jump on the KVJ Show Twitter. Pretty crazy video that's up there. There's a woman in Gainesville that shared a video of a venomous coral snake eating another snake while it was being attacked by a yellow jacket wasp.
What?
Oh, it's crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy. In fact, I'll show you here if you're
That is
watching
busy.
KVJ TV. I'll show you what's going on there. You can take a look at that video. Look at that, huh? Isn't nature amazing?
So say it again. It's a snake?
Okay, so you got a coral snake that is attacking and trying to eat, it looks like a dead rat snake. Meanwhile, you got a yellow jacket wasp that is trying to then attack the coral snake.
Oh my god.
So it's all kinds of insanity that's happening.
That's basically a Royal Rumble.
And there's a human standing there videoing this?
Yeah, this woman, I think she's a professor at UF in Gainesville.
Talk about a tough broad.
Oh, I know. It's the animal world's insane. There's a story today about a crocodile that was going after an elephant, and they wound up both dead. Do you know how?
The crocodile and the elephant.
There's a viral video of that today. Any idea how they both wound up dead?
The crocodile bit the elephant so bad, and the elephant stepped on the croc.
That's a good guess. The crocodile went after the elephant so badly, and it killed the elephant, but when the elephant died, it fell over and landed on the crocodile.
Wow.
Both dead. Nature, man, right?
Nature
is insane and cruel, and it's jarring for us soft people here in American society.
You ain't kidding.
We can't handle nature.
Elephants are fascinating animals. My gosh. They're super, super smart. Definitely smarter than me and Virginia, these elephants. They're very, very, very wise.
Yes. Well, we've got a quick round here of Denny's or Animal. We love animals. We're in all of them. And Nicole is on here from Stewart. I assume she'll probably be playing for the Stewart Air Show tickets. Hello, Nicole.
Good morning, KVJ.
Good morning. Good morning. Do you know animals well? Do you love animals?
I love animals. I have 2 donkeys at home, and I am an animal lover.
Good. I think this will help you out here. A challenging game that we've got. These are animal noises. Now, some of them are done by the real animals. Some of them are done by our producer, Denny's, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you got to try to tell us which is which. Now, I've got some honeybees here.
Ooh.
Yeah, some honeybees. Is this Denny's or Animal? What do you think after listening to this?
Buzzing.
I just love this bit so much. This bit's getting better. I thought this bit was dead. This bit's getting stronger.
This bit never needs to die.
It's an amazing bit. Buzzing.
What do you think here, Nicole? Is that Denny's or Animal?
Pretty close. I'm going to say Denny's.
Yeah, he's saying that was him. He says that was him.
Please give it to us one more time.
He was saying that was him.
He's doing the work.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
I mean, what are we doing? Nothing that good.
Now, okay. Next up here. Oh, boy. Oh, we know these here in South Florida. The mallard duck.
Oh.
Yeah, that mallard duck.
Beautiful duck. Remember back in the day in the 80s, they had that mallard duck phone?
Yes.
Oh, I love the mallard
that.
duck phone.
Okay, so we got a mallard duck here. What do you think? Is this Denny's or the real animal, the mallard duck?
Virginia laughing.
Yeah.
Is there a third option?
I mean, that sounds like Vicious V after she insults me.
I love that duck's laugh.
Jason, you're fat.
Yeah.
I see your balls, Jason. They're sticking out.
She loves her own comedy.
She does.
Big fan.
Yes. All right. 30 seconds of insults. Okay. All right. What do you think here, Nicole? Do we have Denny's or Animal on this one?
I'm going to say animal.
Gonna say Animal. Yes, that is the real mallard duck.
All right, Virginia, calm down. It's not that funny.
Okay, boy, I tell you, Nicole, you do know your animals. You are good here today. All right, let's see if you can make it a perfect score here. All right, we've got a wolf here. This is a wolf.
Wolf?
Yep.
I need
A wolf or a woof?
Wolf.
Wolf.
Am I saying that correct? Is it wolf? Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Am I saying that right? Wolf?
You are 30 seconds of insults. I had to make sure she
Okay,
corrected you.
I'm getting some looks like I'm not saying it correctly.
Well, at first you said woof, but then you said wolf.
Okay. All right.
Come on, you have 10 seconds left. It's too insulting.
Okay, this is a wolf howling at the moon.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
You can hear the crickets in the background.
Yeah, you can. It's
beautiful.
The visual on this, it's a nightscape. I see a full moon. It's right there. And it's kind of a silhouetted wolf or woof.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it gave me chills. It's that haunting.
It is. What do you think about that, Nicole? Is that Denny's or Animal?
That's a pretty good wolf. I'm going to say Danny.
I'm going to say that was Denny's. Oh, that was Denny's actually out. Wow. Obviously, that he recorded that with a full moon outside. And listen to that. Yeah, he's right there.
I love how you put reverb on the voice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, Nicole, I can't believe this. You got a perfect score. That's amazing. You do know your animals. Very nice. Would you like the Stewart Air Show tickets that we have?
Well, I love the Stewart Air Show. I've been many times. I actually really want the Cirque du Soleil ticket.
All right, you go road trip to the Hard Rock,
On
okay?
a date night with hubby.
Okay, Alegria by Cirque du Soleil, going to be at the Big Top next to Hard Rock Stadium December 13th to January 26th. You enjoy those tickets, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much, David. I love you.
All right, love you.
Drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain, ain't you Facebook fishing.
Okay, here's what we got. We've got Amy that is starting things off here. I'll play the role of Amy.
Is this the new one that you just sent us? Because we didn't get it, and we're going to have to come over and sit in your lap.
He just sent it.
Oh, he did? Okay. Sweet.
Mm-hmm. So I'll play the role of Amy. I'll have Virginia play the role of Jessica. And then, Jaybird, you can be Tish.
Okay, who's Justin?
That's going to be Denny's.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What are Amy and Jessica like?
Yeah, and what's Tish like?
Yeah,
I feel like I do this voice every time. I want something different.
Well, this has to surround something that somebody sent us. Apparently, this is a little squabble that's happening in Jupiter, I believe, in the Heights. Is that the neighborhood there?
Yeah, the Heights gets a big crowd for a Halloween.
Yeah, so how do you think somebody from the Heights would sound? Because these are people that are arguing in there.
Okay,
so.
they're not fancy.
Okay.
They're cool.
Okay. All right, so then you put on the appropriate name.
Okay, all right.
Here's Amy, who actually just apparently got to Jupiter. Yeah, I just moved to the Heights. Do kids actually trick-or-treat in the neighborhood? Because my old neighborhood, nobody really did. I just need to know how much candy I'm buying or not buying, LOL.
Last year, we only had about 10 trick-or-treaters. We had so much candy left over. I think if it's nice out, you'll have several.
Here comes Tish.
Well, I had, over 70 trick-or-treaters, and it depends on what candy you hand out.
This is the Heights after all. No dum-dums, Smarties, or Jolly Ranchers. We expect full-size candy bars. Full size. And name brand.
Tish, what the heck?
Just being honest and letting her know what we expect in our neighborhood.
Don't pay attention to her. Just use your best judgment.
Phew, good, because that was a little intimidating. I also do some homemade goodies that kids in my old neighborhood loved.
Oh, no. Homemade goodies? We don't know if someone is lacing them with hallucinogenic drugs.
Tish, jeez. So sorry, Amy. Look, some neighbors act like they have a stick in their rear end.
We all know drugs are way too expensive to be putting in candy.
Well spoken there, Justin.
Justin's really dialing it in over here.
You are Justin.
I studied the other script.
Get it together, Denny's.
It does. All right. Oh, and no adult drinking during trick-or-treat or treat hours. And if you dress up, please no trashy outfits. This is the Heights after all.
Wait, is that my line?
That is your line.
Oh, why you take my line?
Because you weren't reading it.
Oh, you got bumped.
Damn.
Slow.
Now redo
Short
that
bus
one.
got bumped.
You're so mean. I can't believe you guys. I'm not breaking character. Oh, and no adult drinking during trick-or-treat hours. If you dress up, no trashy outfits. This is a place after all.
Not even a White Claw?
You should be punished. Physically,
Yes.
mentally, emotionally. You should have to feel the pain that we are.
What did I do? Why are you yelling? Why are you belittling me so much today? What is it, belittling?
She just kind of got off a roll earlier, and so, 30 seconds of insults.
I wasn't finished.
Is it National Insult Day? Is that what it is?
Y'all cut me off at 20. I still had more in the tank.
Yeah, 30 seconds of insult. She's got a lot to say. Yeah, she's just warming up.
I love that duck.
Okay. My line, Amy here. Not even a White Claw?
She's right about that. The HOA asks that adults refrain from drinking, and if you dress up, please be respectful.
We just call it the Tish rule.
And the Justin rule. And your drunk ass that Akeem liked.
It's not Aheem, you dummy. It's not some
I don't know.
Arabic guy.
I don't know what's going on.
There's an Arabic guy just moved into the Heights.
I'm just saying.
I'm Aheem. I have delicious candies.
The script's a little shoddy. I'm just saying.
I read the script just fine. I
Oh,
think
because
the
you're better.
actress-
Because you're awesome. And you live in Tequesta.
Remember, she already said earlier, she's smarter than you.
I know. I get it. Tequesta people. And the Justin rule. It was your drunk ass that liked the views of my sexy nun costume a little too aggressively. This voice is terrible. I've brought down the entire show.
We know.
Okay, Akeem.
Oh, Lord, living here is going to be an adventure. Okay, very nice. Some more drama coming in after hearing the next door script we got from the Heights. Somebody said that story has nothing on my HOA saga going on right now. I wish I had transcripts of our meetings. Those would be great. Do they ever have transcripts of some of those HOA meetings that they put out? Because I would love to start reading those.
If it's a legitimate board of directors, there should be somebody, usually the secretary, sitting there taking minutes. And then the minutes get approved at the next meeting, and then they should be public record.
Yeah.
We could be able to act out those.
If we could get those, if somebody has those, because I love when people send it to us. It makes our job a lot easier. Mail at kvjshow.com, mail at kvjshow.com. Dorian just texted into us. She said, yeah, I go to my kid's ball game all the time with a tumbler that says, quote, this is probably Tito's.
Adorable.
Yeah, that is some good stuff. Well, you've got the World Series is going to be kicking off here tonight, and the reason why in South Florida we're paying attention because we got 2 South Florida spring training teams that are going to be playing. Pretty cool. The first time in 75 years, you've got teams from the same spring training ballpark. They're going to be facing off in the World Series. What's going on tonight? Now, the Astros have got the better record. They got the best record in all of baseball. Virginia, 107-55, their regular season record.
Oh, everybody knows 107-55 is just amazing.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Hold on, 107-55? Is that what you said?
Yep, that was the Astros regular season record.
You don't know what it means either?
No, I do. I was just making sure Virginia's math was right.
Yeah, they say that after winning the World Series a couple years ago, the Astros saw an increase of 21% in attendance for spring training.
Wow.
So, I mean, it does, it's going to help out Palm Beach County. That's the good news.
People like winners.
Yeah, and right now, spring training baseball in Palm Beach County is a $70 million boost annually.
So that was a good investment to build the stadium.
Absolutely. It's a big part of what we do. So we'll see what happens here tonight. Does everybody have baseball fever, though, considering just down the street from us is where both those teams do their spring training, and they're going to be facing off on Fox tonight at 8 o'clock. Well, we're going to test the pulse of baseball fever here in South Florida. Jaybird is going to go out to our neighborhood gas station that's just down the street from the ballpark. Like, we can see the ballpark from our radio station. And he's going to sing a round of Take Me Out to the Ball Game, the song that's playing right here, Virginia.
Yeah, I love it.
And we're going to see if he can get anybody to join in and sing along with him.
Now, do I have to go in the gas station? And what is it, more than 2 people, more than 3 people? What's my criteria or it's a success?
My question is, will one person start singing along with him?
Now, do I say,
That's
come
the
on,
yes or
everybody,
no.
sing along with me?
You can, yeah.
Or do I just sing and see if they join in?
I think that you can start Take Me Out to the Ball
Come on,
Game.
everybody.
Come on, everybody. Take me out to the crowd.
1 is okay, 2 is good, but if you're talking about a group, you got to get 3 or more singers.
I agree with the witch. For it to be a success, it needs to be 3 or more.
Yeah.
Anything else,
You failed.
it is a failure.
Because I don't even think one person will sing along.
I think Kevin's right.
Yes. That's why I'm saying I think it's a yes or no. Will one person even join in? I don't think there's any way you're going to get 3 or 4 people.
The clerks in there already know our act, and they're definitely not going to sing.
I've done this enough to know that Kevin's right. I don't think I'm going to get anybody to sing with me.
So you're saying not one? That's my question. Will one person? That's all it is. That to me is the success. Yes, I mean, hey, if he gets 3 or 4, well, that's a raging success. But you can't expect that.
Is Peace Train going with me to film me?
Yeah, we're going to put this up on Facebook Live so people can watch and see, because there might be a chance that the audio doesn't pick up the person singing. So that's why I want to have the visual so we can see if somebody actually joins in and starts singing with him.
I'm glad you brought that up, because these iPhones, and we both have iPhones, there's that noise cancellation. You may not be able to hear it if it does get going.
Yes, so that's
I'll try to get in their face. I'll try.
Yeah, and you can
Don't
say,
get in their face.
Well, and you can say as you're singing, hey, we got one person singing along. Come on, anybody else? Take me out to the crowd. Come on, everybody. All right, 2 people now. Buy me some peanuts.
I love it.
Yeah, so you can do that and let us know the audio cues, what's going on.
Also taking some snack orders. Anything you guys want? Anything? Soda, nuts,
Peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Kakwa, kakwa. See you later.
Yeah. Joke after joke today, Virginia.
Thank you.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Okay, what is the World Series fever like? People in Palm Beach County all pumped because we've got the Houston Astros and the Washington Nationals facing off on Fox tonight at 8 o'clock, Game 1 of the World Series. Both teams train at the exact same ballpark right here in Palm Beach County, just down the road from the radio studios. First time in 75 years. This has never happened before in baseball, Virginia, that 2 teams from the same spring training ballpark are facing off in the World Series.
Good for us.
So you would hope, considering the economic impact it has for South Florida, that people be going nuts, going crazy, because regardless, that World Series trophy is coming back here. And remember what we learned when the Astros won it, brought it in studio. You can't touch it.
And then what did Jaybird do?
He was pawing all over it and had no idea. And the guy's sitting there like he's talking, and he doesn't even realize Jaybird is pawing the World Series trophy. And I kind of reach my hand out. He slaps away. He's like, no one is allowed to touch the World Series trophy. I'm like, I think that guy was just fingering it for 10 minutes.
You're supposed to wear a special glove.
Yes.
But he didn't see the bird. Like, the bird got so many fingerprints on it.
He's manhandling that thing. So we're going to see exactly where people are with their World Series fever here. Jaybird has gone down the street, and he's going to see if he can get anybody to join in on a little sing-along and Take Me Out to the Ball Game, which is kind of baseball's official song, Virginia. If you ever go to a baseball game, they sing this every single game.
I love it.
So you're going to be able to check that out. Now, you can see Jaybird out there. He's gone to our neighborhood gas station that is just down the street from where we are. I see him outside. Now, keep in mind, too, Jaybird is in his Miami Dolphins cheerleader uniform as part of that he's got going on. He's going to keep that thing on until the Dolphins finally win a game. So we're very sports-oriented these days.
She's busy.
Yeah, she's very busy. Okay, we got that Jaybird out there. Hello, Jaybird.
Hello, Kevin. I am here. The bird is in the nest. I will want to warn you guys. We had a little bit of a Facebook problem, but Denny's now re-kicking the video back up.
Oh, okay. He's getting us rebooted here. Okay, yeah, I see it firing back up again.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm outside the gas station right now. I'm going to go in. Correct? You want me to go in?
Yeah, what we're going to have you do is we're going to have you go into the gas station there, and we're going to see if you can get just even one person to sing along with you. And I think that is going to be a challenge. I think a lot of people will be like, wait, what's going on? First of all, you are in a Miami Dolphins cheerleader uniform. That's going to take people a little bit by surprise. And then just joining in for song, that's going to be tough. To me, I think it's a win if we get one person. Virginia, do you think one person will join in a Take Me Out to the Ball Game sing-along?
I think one will, but I won't be impressed until he gets 3. I'm sorry. I just have a higher standard
I
than
like
you.
that. Okay. All right, let's go for it here. I'm saying not one person will sing along. I think that's going to be a feat.
All right, Bird.
The over-under is 1. Okay, here's some people walking out. Okay.
I'm going in.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
We try to play it casual, like I'm looking at breakfast sandwiches here.
Oh, okay.
I got about 12 people in here. About 12 people. I'm kind of looking at the candy. And I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1.
That noise canceling is so annoying.
A couple more people. Body so peanut. Jack. I don't care if I'll ever get back home.
It's not going well.
If they don't win,
it's a shame.
Is anybody singing?
Everyone is looking, but no one's singing. Not one person.
Okay,
there we go.
You got one.
Joe, we got Joe.
That kind of sounded like Denny's. I don't know.
You got who is that? Who sang along with you?
That was Joe who sang with me. Joe, they don't believe it. Yeah, I sang it. That is not Denny's.
Okay.
All right. Joe sounded like Denny's.
Okay, yeah, looks like Joe works there. He's jumping in and doing a little bit of singing with you.
Joe must be new.
Joe, what's up? Hey, brother, how you doing? Say what's up. How are you guys?
Good. What's going on, Joe?
We got Cole. We got Joe.
Yeah, I see Joe in there all the time. Joe is he's a jovial soul. Joe's a cool dude. And, yeah, he plays along, and he totally saved you. Everybody else is just looking at you weird. Yeah, somebody else is shaking Jaybird's hand. You got a high five there, but it didn't look like you had anybody else join in. One woman is beelining it out of the gas station right now. She looks completely annoyed.
She's like, forget it. I don't even want coffee.
Yeah.
The problem is we're probably on a 30-second delay, so the whole time you hear someone talking, you've got Virginia going back there. It's probably Denny's. That's on a 30-second delay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you had just Joe, and he's the guy that actually works at the gas station, is the only person that sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" with you, right?
That would be correct. I'm on the listener who's very kind, very gentle. Another person.
All right, there you go. Well, that's what I thought. I thought it was going to be a struggle to get one person. And I think he did it, Virginia, because, a lot of these stores now today, they are like going, act like the people do at Chick-fil-A. Act like you really enjoy being here. And sing and smile and be happy while you're here.
Get into it.
Yeah, I think they're trying to encourage that. So that's what happened. All right, well, there you go. Only one person. So if you go out and try this in public, somebody said in the chat room, man, people are just so lame. You're right, Virginia. We need to all just join into song, don't we?
We do. It would make us all happier, I'm telling you.
Jaybird is back from singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game with Joe over at the racetrack. Lovely voice he had. Fine dude that is over there. Just to give a couple quick shout-outs tonight for the World Series. You've got, of course, Palm Beach County spring training teams, the Washington Nationals and the Houston Astros going at it. Astros going for another World Series. Nationals have never won one. And from Palm Beach Central and also Palm Beach State, Brad Peacock is one of the Astros pitchers. He's looking for a second World Series with the Astros. You've got former Fort Pierce Central High School star Michael Brantley is also playing for the Astros, and for the Nationals from Park Vista High School, you got Trey Turner is going to be playing in his first World Series. So cool thing is you got some local South Florida guys going to be playing tonight, 8 o'clock on Fox.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news.
Yeah, what?
So many people are meth.
Oh, yeah. Boy, this really worked out to be handy for this dude in Minnesota who was running a 10-mile race earlier this month. He had Jesus Saves written on his race bib. And this is why it turned out to be so handy, because as he was running the 10-mile race, he has a heart attack, Virginia.
Oh, my gosh.
And ironically, he was actually saved by a registered nurse named Jesus.
Get out of here.
Or Jesus would be the Spanish version. But I mean, imagine that. Because he saw the sign, he's running, he sees the guy, he's like, well, he's telling me to save him. It says Jesus Saves right there on his bib.
Are you sure this isn't a made-up story? It sounds too beautiful to be real.
No, it's the real deal, Virginia. I mean,
What
come
town
on.
was this in?
This was in Minnesota.
Huh.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah. There you go. So it just might help if you're going to be running a race, especially, maybe Calle Ocho or something like that. You want to definitely write Jesus Saves on there, because you never know when Jesus might be behind you.
If you got a weak ticker,
Yeah.
write something inspirational on there.
Absolutely. You were talking yesterday, Virginia. I know you'd actually name-dropped Tupac Shakur in your dirt.
Yeah, because I was I was trying to do a story. I messed it up. I'm sorry.
But, maybe what you were thinking about is there are some Tupac Shakurs out there. Cops in Tennessee arrested a guy for an outstanding warrant on Saturday. Just so happens it's Tupac.
There's multiple people named Tupac running around.
Are you shocked that people name their kid Tupac?
No, I mean, I just didn't think a lot of people had the last name Shakur.
Yeah, and are you shocked that it's actually a 40-year-old white guy named Tupac Shakur, and he's in Tennessee?
Interesting.
That is kind of interesting.
Is that his real name, or did he change? He had to have changed it, right?
Or his parents were crafty.
Trying to think, yeah, but I mean, if he was born 40 years ago, there's no way Tupac wasn't popular then.
Yeah.
Okay, he was born. Okay,
Had to change his name.
I think he changed his name. I think he did.
Had to, because there's no way a white guy from Tennessee winds up 40 years ago with the name Tupac Shakur.
It's more believable that he changed
Had
it.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a woman in Ohio that broke into a house and tried to give a bath to a 2-year-old inside the house.
And it wasn't like any relation to her. She just broke into a stranger's house to bathe their kid.
I mean, how horrifying is this, huh? I mean, this is just absolutely crazy.
I don't know what was going through her head. I don't know, like, it's a nightmare. I never thought nothing like this would ever happen. I thought I was having a nightmare. Like, I'm like, this can't be true. Is this real? And I just black out and I get to question her, like, who are you? Why are you at my house?
Yeah. Luckily, she caught the woman before the bath could begin, but
That's creepy.
that is
that's
super
very
creepy.
Yeah. A couple problems here in high school. One in St. Louis. There's actually a football team that's had their entire season canceled after the school found out that the coaches had a suspended player suit up using a different number and a fake name.
Wow, they were trying to be tricky.
Now you're going to be number 12, and your name is now Tupac Shakur. Okay. Some high school students in Pennsylvania recently hacked into their school's computer system to get other students' schedules. The reason? They wanted to gain an advantage in a water gun fight. Now the school's considering pressing charges.
I mean, I get it, though. They weren't trying to do anything really bad or malicious. It was just, okay, who's coming from where for the best advantage on this water gun positioning?
Right. And that would be your argument, but yet still, they're saying hacking the system's hacking the system.
These kids are going to go far.
They probably are.
They're actually going to be brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty smart just to do that, isn't it? There is a teenage girl got shot by her Uber driver in Hollywood on Sunday.
What the
Shot?
hell?
Shot. Yeah.
What happened?
Well, her and her boyfriend, her name's Bailey Braun, she's 15. They had got an Uber to take them from Pembroke Pines to Aventura. And along the way on Hollywood Boulevard, near the city's police station, the driver stopped to pick up 2 more passengers.
It was a ride share or no?
Apparently.
Okay, because that happens. It's a cheaper price if you hit ride share, but then that means your driver's going to make other stops and pick up other people, and you have to, jump in the back.
So that's what he was doing. But when the other people got in, he had to move his gun for them to sit down, and that's when the gun went off and hit Bailey in the ankle and exited through her heel.
Oh, my God.
And I didn't think you're allowed to have people under the age of 18.
You're not supposed to.
So he's doubly in trouble.
Boy, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. This guy might not have gotten a good rating.
I don't know if it's on him if she lies about her age. That's what I tell my kid to do.
What is it with Uber drivers carrying guns? Are they allowed to pack heat?
Yeah, if it's they're legally driving with it, yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Does Uber have a rule about that?
I don't see that. I could be wrong, but if you have your legal carry,
concealed carry,
I don't see it. You have to be able to have that to protect yourself. If someone's crazy in your car legally, I think you're okay.
Yeah. I just wonder there's got to be something coming down. I mean, where he was storing the gun, the fact the safety wasn't on it.
There's no way Uber would say you can't carry a weapon to protect yourself.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anybody know what the deal
If
is?
she sues them for enough money, they might start saying that.
Yeah.
If her lawyer figures out a way to make Uber responsible, and that's who you go after.
Well, he could still be negligent with it, which it sounds like.
But he's not going to have money. He's an Uber driver. You go after the company. You sue Uber, and then Uber has to have a policy going forward that their drivers can't be carrying guns.
I'm researching it. I will get you your information tomorrow.
Okay.
Speedy.
Also, another local story. There's this guy that went into the Total Wine on Congress Avenue in Boynton Beach and was able to steal $1,000 worth of scotch.
Dang.
He had gone in 3 different times over the course of 3 hours and was taking the scotch out of the boxes and putting it down the front of his pants, walking out with all he could. Then he'd come back a little bit later, do the same thing, did that a total of 3 times. They got surveillance footage of him, but they don't know who he is.
He kept coming back. He got too cute. If you do it once, you might have gotten away with it, but now they're on to you.
I think they would have, I mean, I would assume they would have said, okay, we're missing scotch. Yeah, maybe they wouldn't have missed so much. I don't know.
Scotchy, scotch.
Yeah, scotchy, scotch.
This just in, according to this article, it says Uber prohibits riders and partners from carrying firearms of any kind in a vehicle while using the app to the extent applicable by the law. Please note the only situation where you can have a firearm is if Uber is transporting the firearm in accordance with the Transportation Security Administration rules for transportation.
So, no, it sounds like drivers and passengers can't have a gun.
That's probably where they would cover themselves. So in an issue like this, if there's going to be a lawsuit in this, you'd have to...
Uber says we were not negligent.
Right. I'm a little shocked, though, if you legally have a gun, that you're not allowed to have it as an Uber driver.
I bet you we've all sat in an Uber before with a driver with a gun.
Oh, they goes on to say they don't know who has a gun or not until something legal happens with it.
Now they know one.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I am 65% positive that article was accurate.
There's a woman that got arrested after she was caught having sex in the main bar of a St. Pete nightclub.
Okay, girl. Real classy.
Real classy. Security guard said that she was getting busy in front of a group of people, so they kicked her out. Then after getting kicked out, the woman swore at officers and told them, "This is why officers get shot."
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Belligerent. Yes.
What's she doing this weekend? We need a little spice up at Brother Jimmy's.
Oh, no. I don't know. I think we're good.
No, we do not need her at Brother Jimmy's.
Let it breathe. Maybe she'd bring some fun.
She was charged with disorderly intoxication.
She sounds like a party.
She actually sounds like a nightmare.
She sounds like such a nightmare. It makes me not want to go to Brother Jimmy's if she's coming.
Right. No, I'm good. I'm good. This is kind of crazy. Doctors have reported on a case of a guy whose stomach processed carbs by turning them into alcohol so he'd get drunk just by eating. That's kind of insane, isn't it?
Huh.
How about that? Can you imagine that? You get a burger and you get hammered at the same time. You think your boss is going to believe you when you come home come back from lunch every day hammered?
No.
Probably not. That's probably why you had the doctors look into it.
Huh.
So, there you go. Crazy stuff in your whacked out news.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Jaybird wanted to warn everybody about this Instagram scam that is going around that apparently ruined his day yesterday.
I saw it. I got the email too, but I knew immediately it was phishing with a P.
So he got an email from what looked like Instagram saying that he had something that was copyright.
He had violated Instagram's copyright laws, and he needs to click on this link and rectify it.
Well, it scared me because it came from work email, and it was weird, and it had like warning.
It went to your work email.
It went to my, I checked my work email, and there's a message from Instagram saying I violated, I have 24 hours to get this copywritten content off. So I'm going through all my videos.
Yeah.
That says click here. And of course, like a dumbass, I click right there. And you don't want to click there. I guess that, I don't know.
As soon as you do, then they got access. That's it. It's pretty much one entry point that you've got to give them access to. And so that's why it's so crazy anymore, clicking on anything that you can't trust hardly.
Well, it came from work and it looked very official. It had that.
No, it came to your work. It didn't come from your work.
Well, I thought it was from work because only work people email me on work emails. So when I get something on my work email, it's only from work. So when I opened it up, I thought it was a work email. And it said it was from Instagram. And I know we have all these rules with Instagram and work. So I figured it was some of our IT people letting me know I'd violated something.
Oh yeah, no, we had a big meeting a couple weeks ago because they were really big on this. They said that companies especially are using our company email, to try to send you something, and you'll have like a logo from Apple or Netflix
or Instagram.
But you got to check the actual address itself on the link because it won't be an Instagram link. And they said, when in doubt, if you get anything like this, send it to us. We can sniff it out and let you know, because just one click, then they can get in apparently to the whole company and start dismantling things.
I think you got to tell them you clicked it.
Tell who? Work?
Yeah.
Hey, work, if you're listening, I clicked it.
I don't think that's how you tell them.
Whatever. You know what? Go ahead. Pillage me. Take it all. I don't care. Take my identity.
It's not about you. It's about the company.
Yeah.
And that's why they had us sign all that paperwork that said we wouldn't click on anything.
Uh-oh.
We were in a big meeting about this.
Yeah, no, I remember that. Yeah.
Meetings have never been my strong suit.
You might have one coming up.
I think you got to tell them you clicked it.
Tell who? Elizabeth? Leo?
IT.
Yeah.
They love me, by the way.
Yeah, they're going to love you more.
I can't be the only dumbass that... Yes.
No.
And I've already seen the comments. Yes, Virginia's smarter than me. I get it. She's better. She's awesome. I get it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's what that's all about.
And here's the thing, too. If you're in trouble with Instagram, you'll see it on your Instagram account. Like, they'll disable you. They'll do whatever. Instagram will be on your Instagram telling you messed up. Mm-hmm. They'll never send you an email telling you messed up. They'll disable your account.
It happens so quick. I'm going through my emails. You know what I mean? It's not like...
That's what they're hoping. They're hoping.
Well, send me more, because I'll keep clicking it.
No, don't do that.
I'm kidding.
Well, they had the one that was on Facebook for a while. It's like did you see yourself in this video? And you're like, oh, me, video?
What did I do?
And that was one of the because Facebook had a lot of those.
I clicked on that one, too. I do a lot of weird stuff out in public. Someone's got a video of me. I'm like, what is it? What did I do this time?
I can't wait to see it.
I've been in violation with Instagram. I'm the perfect target.
Yes, you are. You are very fishable. That's it. Yeah, you gotta watch anything. Yeah, you can't trust logos anymore.
You can't, because they can fake them. They can make it
links.
They can make it look like it's your bank. They can make it look like it's your power company, your cable company. They're good. You cannot click on the link.
Yeah, some big stuff.
I mean, I clicked on the. Not only did I click on the link, it doesn't matter.
You entered your information.
No,
I went deeper.
I gave him my credit card.
Sent them a message. I go, "What is the violation?" Mm-hmm. I haven't heard back from them. The violation is, I just brought the company down.
Scams, baby. They're getting trickier and trickier. You just never even know who to believe anymore. Michael in the chat room said, yeah, I even got a call from what was supposed to be Apple customer care. They said they're going to help me with my issues with my iPhone. And well, wait, I don't have any issues with my iPhone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I mean, that's just stuff that they're doing, and that's kind of what they do is they now are using, different corporations or things that you have because, imagine, and they don't know, probably call them right up, but how many people, what, half the people in America pretty much have an iPhone?
Yeah.
So, you got a 50-50 chance. You could be like, yeah, this is Apple calling up. We've encountered issues on your phone. They're just always sitting there trying to brainstorm. It's the latest thing we can do to try to get somebody. And that's it. Now they're doing the calls. Because I think everybody gets that whole yes, which is the FBI calling or the IRS calling and you've not paid your taxes?
You got to pay us in Publix gift cards?
You're like, wait,
what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And so I think everybody got hip to that one. So they're going, okay, they got to evolve now. So yeah, that's the thing that they do is they use big companies that so many people are saying, well, okay, how many people use Apple? How many people use Netflix?
I think FP&L called me the other day, and I thought it was a scam, so I hung up on them, and I realized I think they might have been real. So the real people I'm hanging up on, and the fake people I'm texting. Really crushing it, Bird. Really crushing it.
Somebody had said, yeah, I get calls from 1-800 numbers, and when they answer, they'll say it's like Microsoft or Apple, so it sounds legit, and they've even got waiting music now when you're on hold.
But it's not really music. It's some guy going, no, 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 no.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, until they try to say something, you go, wait, what? Somebody said, I got phishing emails to my work email talking craziness about we accessed your porn browsing history and took video of you, pleasuring yourself with your webcam. Pay us $10,000 or we're going to release the video.
Release it.
Release it.
I would love to see it.
Yeah, bring it on. I think that's great. That's something we can talk about tomorrow on the show.
Well, they're just sitting, okay, what are things that people are going to be afraid of? What are things that people are doing?
Yeah, your porn face out there would definitely scare you.
That was a kind of a theme during a Black Mirror episode where this kid, he's downloading all this bad stuff, and you don't realize. Well, maybe I shouldn't say the whole plot in case you haven't seen it. I don't want to spoil it.
Spoiler alert!
It's kind of along those lines where we've got you watching on video, you watching the computer doing bad things to yourself, and we're going to release it to the world, and the kid is scared the entire time.
Sure, I get it.
He's got to pay all this money.
It's a scam. It's a scam.
It's a scam. That's how they do it. It's a trap. They're going to get you. Somebody actually texted in and said, kind of on another note with Netflix, they're cracking down because they feel like they're getting scammed. People are using the passwords for free. A lot of times it's family members or friends. They say, don't worry about it. I got a Netflix password. You can use mine. And they give it to 10 of their friends. And, Netflix is be like, wait a minute, They're trying to look at numbers. And I think Netflix, if I was reading right, I think they've finally started to lose some numbers. They're not hitting the expectations they wanted in a publicly traded company. That's a problem.
It's too saturated. There's too many choices.
Well, and this is even before Disney Plus is dropped.
That's going to hurt them.
Yes, and so I think they're kind of freaking out because they didn't even hit their numbers they expected to for the quarter, even before all the massive competition of the HBO Max and the Disney Plus have hit the market. And it's reached, so they're going, oh crap, what are we going to do? So Netflix is basically saying that they're going to try to get the people that are scamming them. They haven't said how, but they're going to start doing it. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, I used to work at Best Buy, and I bought an open box smart TV. And when I took the TV home, I realized the people who owned the TV before forgot to log out of their Netflix account. So for the last 3 years, I've been using their Netflix account. These people never noticed.
That's crazy.
And that's the kind of stuff that Netflix is going to try to crack down on, saying, hey, if money's going to get tight around here, we're going to have to start making sure that people stop sharing their Netflix accounts.
But all they can do is just shut you down. They can't come to you for retroactive membership fees, can they?
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to try to do.
Interesting.
Yeah, but you're right. Probably shutting them down, saying, okay, you're going to have a limit on how many you can do. I know Apple did that, like how many sharing devices you could have for the music.
Right.
So they would
for
kind of
Apple
cut that
Music,
down.
sure.
Yeah. So on our KVJ Show Facebook page, we asked the question, what are you getting for free that maybe you're not supposed to get for free? Do we have any of our own scam artists out there? You can jump onto the KVJ Show Facebook page. Or you can call or text us 877-979-WRMF. What's going on over there, Bird?
Nothing. Nothing.
He just realizes he has to go sit back in that class again because if you do click on one of those phishing emails,
You're in the Bad Kids class.
they have a list of all the people that clicked on it and possibly opened the company up to cyber terrorism.
Since you didn't get it the first time.
All those people have to go back for a second meeting.
I'm not taking it well, but I'm trying to have a good attitude about this. I'm trying to be positive. It's tough when I hear a witch cackle. It is tough.
How many people clicked on it, and when will we know?
Yeah, we were looking. They'll send it out in probably about a month, or probably about 3 weeks from now.
So they give you a scarlet? They shame you?
Yeah.
Because they had this big meeting that you went to, right?
They made us watch this video about fishing.
You watched a video?
I don't know if I went to the meeting.
You signed the paper.
Mandatory.
Yeah.
I don't think I went to the meeting.
And then they sent us a follow-up
I would not
link.
say that.
Don't say you didn't go.
I mean, I went, but I'm saying I went. Just go to commercial. Stop laughing, Virginia.
It's a great duck noise.
Do you want to watch the KVJ Show live or on demand? Find us on youtube.com/KVJ Show.
A lot of people confessing about the scams that they've tripped into. Jaber got a Netflix one, or the Instagram one that got him. Netflix, those are out there too. Somebody's sending in. Somebody said that it happened to me with a laptop I was trying to sell for my grandma. I had it listed on Craigslist, and somebody wanted to buy it. We texted about the sale. I had it listed for $150. They offered me $250. If I shipped it, I agreed. They sent me the funds via PayPal, and I received the email from PayPal telling me the funds were sent to me and that were held until I provided a tracking number. So I went to the post office. I boxed it up. I labeled it. I gave it to the customer service person. She looked at me and asked if I was selling an electronic, and I said yes. She said she wasn't going to let me mail it to Nigeria. She asked if I already received the funds, and I told her that I received the email from PayPal. She told me to read the email thoroughly again, and I'll see that it was fake. Turns out it was. Sneaky.
I feel for you, my friend.
That's a good scam.
So now, what does this mean for me? Do I have to change my Instagram password? Do I have to change my banking account? Are they in? Are they in?
I don't think they're in you. I think they're in our company.
Yeah. That's something they're going to worry about probably on the corporate level.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I just lay back and see what happens, I guess.
That's it, baby.
Lay
You're
back
carefree.
and go to the next meeting that you have to be at, mandatory for all the guys that clicked on it.
You know what? I'm gonna make this meeting fun. I'm gonna bring snacks for everybody. I'm gonna turn this ship around, and this is gonna be about positivity. Damn it!
That's right.
Yeah,
I like that.
A meeting's a meeting. We'll have a fun meeting. It's a meeting.
That's the positive attitude.
Yeah, there's that fake positivity.
Terry said, what am I getting for free? I'm a graphic designer, and I've been logged into my old works stock photos for 6 years. They never noticed. That's $250 a month. Woohoo!
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that kind of stuff kind of happens. Yeah, if you've got because it kind of does work the other way sometimes, where a lot of times like you're paying the gym, you don't realize that you had a gym membership for 10 years and you've been paying on it. But yeah, sometimes you may have a membership and they don't realize that it's expired or they shouldn't have access anymore. You go.
It always seems to work more in their favor than your favor, though.
What, for the scammer?
Just for life. You always end up paying more, and then nobody ends up paying you needlessly.
Yeah. No, you're right. Scammers do. They definitely have got the lead on us. That's why, every now and then when you feel like you've won something, it's a great feeling.
That's
small victory.
Well, that one time the delivery person came and brought an extra pizza. They made a mistake with the order and gave me an extra pizza.
That's when.
And they said, you know what? We made the mistake. Go ahead, keep the pizza. And that's when the universe is saying, all right, it's going to be okay, Bird. Don't worry about that 3-hour meeting.
We know you're going to be in trouble at work this week for clicking on something. Here.
I'm not in trouble because I made a mistake. I don't think trouble is the right word. Right, Kevin? Trouble? I didn't take a bunch of flour and throw it in Leo's face.
That would be a great video.
Yeah, it could be funny.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. It was an accident.
Cesar's on here from Green Acres. You had an Apple scam that you fell for a couple weeks ago, Cesar?
Yeah, so I got a phone call from Apple Support. If you all look at your phones right now and your contacts, there's an Apple Inc. and an Apple Support. I didn't realize that. Never even thought about that. I don't ever look at my contacts. So I
Right.
got a phone call, picked it up, and they're like, hey, go into your settings, do this, do that, check your location services. And I started getting really suspicious. So as I started to get suspicious, I told them I was doing the things that they wanted me to do, but I wasn't actually doing the things that they wanted me to do.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they just cut the line off. So I was like, that's weird. So I called Apple support, and I'm like, hey, I just got a phone call from you guys. They're like, yeah, we don't call you. I'm like, but it said Apple support on my phone. They're like, oh, well, we pushed Apple Inc. and Apple support in everybody's contacts for convenience, but now we've realized that there's hackers who are finding a way to call through that number. So they put me into like some level 3 support people so I can give them a statement because they were shocked that this is apparently a new gimmick that they're doing. So I had to give a statement to like a high level Apple support guy about what happened. I had to give them some information so they can try to research it. Because apparently these hackers are using this contact. Because you see Apple support on your phone, you're like, oh, whatever, and you pick it up. But because again, the number was from Apple support, but I guess it was rerouted through some other number.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Wow, they're rerouting phone numbers now. They're rerouting web links. They've got the logos of the companies that they're using.
Crazy stuff.
They say your family members are dying. They use that.
Yeah.
Your brother. He's got a kidney problem. He is in Botswana. Well, you must save him.
I let my brother die 3 times this year.
You don't even have a brother.
That's exactly why I let him die.
Oh, yeah? Well, I won the British lottery twice, so in your face.
That's impressive. Yeah, they're out there. They're everywhere. They got you. Dang.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.
Got a lot of stuff kind of going on. Not only do you have the World Series kicking off tonight with the 2 Palm Beach County spring training teams with the Washington Nationals and the Houston Astros.
Baseball, yeah.
That's right. Baseball World Series going on. You also got the first official day of the NBA season that is kicking off today. The Miami Heat do not have a game today. They play tomorrow. You can see them against the Memphis Grizzlies at American Airlines Arena. So they start off at home, and they had a really good preseason. I think they went 4-1.
Wow, Miami has a chance of winning something.
I know. It's kind of exciting.
They haven't won in a while, Virginia.
We've had a rough run between the Marlins and the Dolphins going on, but I do got to say, the Florida Panthers, got to keep some hope for that. Their season had just begun not long ago, and they're going to be actually home tonight. They're taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins at the BB&T Center.
So Pittsburgh Penguins and Steelers are both in the same week.
Yes, Penguins tonight, and then they've got the Steelers Monday night game in Pittsburgh. That's where the Dolphins are going.
Makes you want to eat a bunch of pierogies, doesn't it?
Oh, I love pierogies.
Isn't pierogies a Pittsburgh thing?
Yeah, they got, what is that? I'm drawing a blank. What is the name of the?
Primanti.
Primanti Brothers. Yeah, Primanti Brothers. They've got one Fort Lauderdale Beach and then West Broward. Is that right?
Yeah, I've been to the one in Fort Lauderdale.
I don't want to brag, but I make a delicious pierogi pizza. It is so good. You eat it, and yeah, you may not want to move for a day or 2.
Yeah.
But it's so delicious.
Carb on cheese.
It's got to be 9,000 calories, but it's so good.
You've also got some music tonight, too. You got Logic is going to be playing at American Airlines Arena, and then Ex-Ambassadors are going to be playing at Revolution in Fort Lauderdale tonight. So they've got a couple good songs out that you can check out.
How bad do you want pierogies now?
You're such a pusher.
He is, isn't he?
My treadmill comes in tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you know what that means.
You're going to break it?
One last ride.
Do those things say tilt?
I ain't that fat, y'all. Come on.
Jeez, come on.
Just laughing at our own jokes again. By the way,
Kevin's laughing too.
You can never take that duck sound effect out of there. You have to keep that in there.
I think it's confusing people. Honestly, people are going,
is that a mallard?
Yeah, no.
That's Virginia.
That's Virginia, yeah. Yeah, hey, like, I don't know.
That's not that far off. It's really not that far off.
It's close. Well, would you like to have white turds? Burger King's going to help you out. Remember when they came out with that colored bun and everybody's, what was it, black? And people started pooing, or was it green or something like that? People started pooing whatever color it was.
Yeah, I think they were pooping black.
It was a black bun.
And it was horrifying people. Green, I think it was green. Because people were like, what's going on? Well, now they've started selling the new Ghost Whopper at some stores this Halloween with a white bun. So now you're going to have ghostly turds.
A white bun? So a regular bun?
It's bleached even more white, I believe.
I think a regular bun is like a light caramel color.
Yeah.
Now I'm just eating Wonder Bread.
Yeah,
Well,
I know. I'm like, oh,
Not
why,
at Burger King.
why even do this? It's like, it doesn't even seem like that much of a stretch, does it?
I don't know. It's kind of cool.
It's fun. They're trying to make something happen.
Yeah?
No,
Is that what you would do if you were working at Burger King? Be like, I got an idea. We're going to take white bread and we're going to make it a white bun. But it'll be like a ghost bun.
They got a good rodeo burger over there at. In fact, I didn't tell you. I made me and Denny's Krispy Kreme rodeo burgers the other night, and the buns were the Krispy Kreme. Loaded that baby up with butter. Oh, it was so good. Denny's, I didn't hear from him for 24 hours.
You put him in a coma.
I did. A Krispy Kreme coma.
You put him in a food coma.
I didn't see Sweet Denny's for 24 hours.
He just had to lay.
He did. I don't know what happened to him.
He got birded.
So easy to listen to the KVJ show. We got the KVJ podcast every single day that you can listen to. What a big part of that is just a regular KVJ show without using commercials, so you can get to anything you want. If you got any chaos going on, you can pause and get back to it when it's more convenient for you. You can check it out that way. And then we do the bonus after the show podcast, so you're not going to hear anywhere else except on the podcast itself. It's the last 30 minutes. So if you've got an iPhone, there's a purple app that says podcast. Go on there and just type in the KVJ show, or even use your voice control to find it. It'll dial it right up. You can also do that on Google Play. If you got an Android, also Podcast One. It's another place to find it. Or it's online at kvjshow.com.
I think we need a couple more places to be on.
We're everywhere. We really are. Wherever you are, KVJ is.
We're loose.
Yeah, we are.
We throw it.
You can get the podcast on YouTube, too. So there you go. Before we get to that After the Show podcast, Jay Bird, if you would leave us with a thought for today.
I really like this one.
Okay.
If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
Okay.
Love it, Bird.
Yes. Virginia liked it. You can tell. All right.
I like when you give yourself a high five off mic.
That was our intern.
We got a new intern in here? Okay.
You know how you hear people on the radio and you're like, I wonder what they look like when they're saying that. I wish I could see them. Well, you can. We're right there on youtube.com/KVJ show.